Kingdom Barks is a crossover between Disney and Square. Disney were the developers of the games. They incorporated characters from Square's games such as Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy VIII, and Final Fantasy X. Kingdom Barks is the heartfelt tale of Sora, who lost his dog, Pluto. Throughout the journey, Sora almost finds Pluto, but Pluto is always being taken one step further away from him. Along the way, he meets his friends, Clayton, Hades, Captain Jack Sparrow, and many others. In order to find Pluto, Sora must first find King Mickey, who is hiding behind a ginormous door that requires 2 keys to open. Luckily, the first key was in Sora's hand the whole time, and King Mickey has the second one. With the help of the only black man in the game, Sora manages to open the door and free King Mickey so that Mickey may help Sora find Pluto. As Sora journeys through the world, he must defeat all the evil oppressors of Pluto, such as Winnie the Pooh, Hercules, Jasmine, and Pinocchio. Sora faces many trials in his quest to save his pet dog Pluto. 2 of the most terrifying of these trials were taming a dragon and fighting a ghost. Sora's closest ally throughout this adventure is Rikimaru, who, wielding his ninja blade, manages to fight off Donald and Goofy and help Sora in the final part of his journey. In the end, Sora is reunited with Pluto, and they all lived happily ever after.
Oh boy, I can't wait to play Hitman Contracts. Damn it. He's got airborne. He's gonna second to airborne, isn't he? You know what? Oh, he's got 2 things. Shit. We have to use that. I hate to use that right now, but he's just gonna second to airborne and one-shot me. Like, he's gonna get 84 damage on 1 airborne. Oh, watch him, watch him. Watch him buff this airborne. Watch him buff the shit out of this airborne. Ha-ha! Bye-bye! Nice airborne, 73 damage! Oh! Sorry! Terribly sorry. Oh, so sorry. Not sorry. Not sorry, though. So sorry, but I'm not sorry. Oh, God. Ha-ha! Yes! Ha-ha-ha-ha-ha! You just, fuck this! Concede. That's it. Ha-ha! Yes. Oh, man. Where am I from? I am from New Zealand. Little old country down on the bottom of the earth. We have to have everything tied down here, or we call it tied up, because since the earth is a sphere and gravity pulls down, I'll do a diagram for you guys. Let me dig in. Let me make myself safe. I'll explain this to you guys, because I know a lot of people in the northern hemisphere don't really understand, you know, our sort of special requirements. Let me open up Paint and I'll show you guys. So, the Earth is a sphere. Let's see here. This is a little science lesson for you guys. The Earth is a sphere. And you have the North Pole, it's all cold, and the South Pole. And you have, you know, America and Canada and stuff, which are kind of like that. So they're kind of on the top. So you're fine up there. And you have, like, Europe. Is Europe over here? It's kind of a massive place. And then, you know, there's other places over here. I don't know how the Earth looks. Whatever. But New Zealand is way down here, with this tiny little island down here. Well, 2 islands. And then there's like Australia is there. So this is New Zealand right here. Since we're on the bottom of the Earth, you know, gravity is pulling down, we would just fall off the Earth. We would literally just fall off the Earth if we didn't. So we tie everything down. And we have, like, rooms built. Like, I'm in my bedroom and it looks all normal. But this whole room is upside down and the roof is, like, tied to the ground. So the roof is, it's like a normal room. Like, I've got everything on the... Long ago, gamers and developers lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the publishers attacked. Only Ultimanerd, master of all genres, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. Many games released before Ultimanerd returned, and although his gaming skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Ultimanerd can save the world. Ha. The stream is live. And welcome, everyone, to the stream. Hey, Fairarm, and anybody else who might be here. Devlin, welcome. Good gravy, my throat's all ready. Listen to it. Goodness gracious. Well, welcome, everybody. Oh, I need to raise my chair a little bit here. There we go. That's good. I think we're good to go. Today, we are playing Pokemon Red as part of the continuation of Pokémarathon, where we are catching all of the Pokemon, all 251 of them, in Pokemon Red, Blue, Gold, and Silver. We're at 113. We've beaten the Elite Four, and we don't have too many left to catch. Alright, Foop just leveled up and evolved, didn't he? Alright, good. So we're done with Haunter. Gotta catch the little bastards. Yes, Devlin. Yes, indeed. Before I forget, which I already totally forgot, I just remembered, need to hit the capture button so that I can record this footage for later if I want it. For that Pokemon series I'm doing on YouTube. Alright, let's see. What Pokemon comes after Haunter? Oh, this is a thing of beauty. Going through the Pokedex and seeing all the Pokemon we've caught. Oh, yeah. Okay. Onyx, okay, we need to evolve Drowsy into Hypno. Alright. Is this real life, Deviantfish? No, this is Twitch TV. What's up, Deviantfish? Welcome. Alright, let's see. Foop is what we must get rid of. Goodbye, Foop. Wait, which box was I in when I just deposited Foop? I don't actually want him in box 6. Oops. Let's get that bugger out of there. Box 6 is just where my actual Pokemon team goes. Good gravy. Am I sick this morning, or is it still just hay fever? Probably box 2 for Drowsy? I don't know. Am I using the face cam to capture the screen? No. I'm using a capture card. I'm playing an original Pokemon Red cartridge in a Game Boy player attached to a GameCube, which is being captured with a capture card. The reason for it looking blurry is just the GameCube output's composite output, which is just inherently low quality. So that's why it doesn't look amazing. But oh well. We are looking for... I think this is Kadabra. Yeah, we're looking for Drowsy. Keep getting the name wrong. I think it might be in Pokemon Box 1. Where are we? Look okay, but where's your face then? I'm not using a face cam. Sleepy would be Drowsy, I imagine. Yeah. I stopped using a face cam when I started streaming again. I had quite a bit of downtime where I couldn't stream. I was just working, and I was able to watch some streams, and I did a podcast for a little while as well, with OpenNerd and Mr. Brotaku and guests. But in that time, between when I wasn't really streaming, I decided that I didn't really like face cams. I tolerate them in most people's streams, if they have them. But if they're too big, I'm just like, oh, it's not what, wait, what? Foop? What the hell are you doing here? I guess I forgot to deposit him again. What he was trying to say is that he still has a crappy GameCube. You know what, it would be nice, there is a better GameCube model you can get, it's the older model GameCube. Which has component output, which would capture better. Wouldn't be as blurry. But, this is the reality we deal with. Alright, let's put Devlin in front, because he needs the XP more. Face cams are the devil, absolutely. No, face cams are not that bad. But I've decided I don't like follow alerts and donator alerts and face cams and all that kind of stuff. Face cams are like the lesser of all of those evils, but... yeah. Anyway, let's do it. And while we're doing it, I'm going to look up what level Drowsy evolves. So what have you been doing lately? Deviantfish? Swimming, I assume? Drowsy evolves in Hypno at level 26. Alright. Alright, that shouldn't take us too long. Let's use Thunder. Excellent. Oh, didn't kill it actually. Not excellent. And Devlin will probably survive this unless it's a crit. Ickle hit. Okay. She might potion or rest, so just use Thunder again, and it hit. Wonderful. You know what? Regardless of potion or rest, they would happen after my attack, so I probably shouldn't have used Thunder there for the inaccuracy. Oh well. Oh well. What have you been doing, Devlin and Fairarm? What have you two been up to? Do I like that picture you sent me? I've already forgotten what it was. But I think I did. Let me see, let me scroll through my Twitter. Oh yeah, oh I loved that, that was marvelous. You know what, I'm actually going to post that in the chat right now, just so that people can see it, because I think it's great. Yeah, I guess I'll just post the Twitter link. And there we go. Hit the microphone there, my bad. There's that link to the picture Devlin posted. Especially relevant because Devlin is our what do you call it? Dragonite in the game. Been swimming in a most deviant manner. Time to look up deviant/deviate so you can actually use the words correctly. Well, I know deviant is supposed to be some kind of you know, person or thing that is subversive or you know, mischievous or evil or depraved, I suppose. Just wait till you get to level 55. You just wait till I get to level 55, I'll show you. By the way, some of you may remember on a previous stream recently, I was talking about potentially getting a whiteboard and having it above my monitor so I could write stuff down, mostly game design stuff, on it. And so I messaged Froggy while she was at work, asking her if she could get me a whiteboard. And within like 2 days, I've completely filled up the whiteboard. There's a little bit of space left on it. So I'm going to have to start transferring some of this stuff I've written to a digital format. But I didn't realize how much I would use this whiteboard. I thought about it for a while. I was like, you know what, it'll be worth getting. I will use it. I just didn't think I would fill it up so quickly. But it's absolutely covered in information and ideas I've had for the game I'm designing at the moment. Absolutely covered. Alright, Drowsy's leveling up. It won't be long now. How dare you? How dare I? How dare I? Alright. Bruno. Devlin has Surf, so we can start off with Devlin in front still. Alright, alright. Onyx, no problem. You just take a picture of the full whiteboard, but you might be lazy. Just take a picture of it and then rub it all off. Well, well, well. Not a horrible idea in most situations, but my handwriting is absolutely terrible. And while I can read my handwriting, reading a picture of my handwriting on the computer might be a little difficult. A little bit. Alright, Hitmonchan, we'll switch. Should we? Well, Devlin with Surf. We can see how Surf goes against these guys. I would like Devlin to do most of the Elite Four. Although he doesn't have Thunderbolt, so he's a little bit inconsistent. He doesn't have Flamethrower, he has Fire Blast, so... You know. You know. But Surf is going pretty well. Alright, alright, click through it. There we go. Hitmonlee. Hit it with Surf. Let's really mix it up. Alright. You hate college? Yeah. I've never been to university myself, but that's by choice. Because it does not seem very fun. Nor beneficial to me. With my life plans. Nope, does not seem like a good idea for me. Most of my friends went to university right after high school, and most of them, I was going to say half, but then I thought about it and it was really most of them, like 75%, of my friends who went to university either dropped out after a year or changed majors once or twice. So, hooray! Not that it's always a bad idea to go to university right after high school or anything. I just think some people just do it out of not knowing what to do after high school, or out of peer pressure, being expected to go to university. My parents very, very much wanted me to go to university as soon as I finished high school, but I wouldn't have had anything to study there. Nothing I actually wanted to learn in uni. It isn't fun, but you want to become a trillionaire and take over the world? I see. Well, good luck with that, Devlin. Good luck. Alright, we want ground type against these ones, so we'll put Carmella in front. Ground type pretty much wrecks Agatha. You have like the next 12 years planned out. Good gravy, Fairarm. You know what? For most people I would be like, well, that's a bit crazy. But for you, I don't know. You seem pretty well together. And pretty intelligent. So I don't know, Fairarm. You could do pretty well with your plans, I'm sure. Hey, Pain Dog, welcome. How are you doing? What's up with me? What is up with me? I don't know. Very good things. Very, very good things. I don't know. There's one thing I don't really know if I want to tell to the stream yet. But in a few weeks, I'll reveal that. Super secret. What is up with me? I don't know. Just everything good. All the good things are happening in my life at the moment. I don't know if you're aware, Pain Dog, but I've moved... You know this. I've moved to America, gotten engaged with Froggy and all that. You know that stuff, don't you? You do. I believe I've told you in your stream before. Very good things. Awesome. Sounds good. Indeed. Indeed. You know what? Here's one thing that springs to mind that I can definitely talk about on stream. My YouTube videos. I've been having a lot of fun and, in my opinion, been doing a pretty good job at making some YouTube videos. You know, I take, what I do is, I stream for 4 hours, and then I take all the footage from that, I record it separately with no mic, audio, or anything like that, just the game footage. And I edit it into a YouTube video, not as a highlight reel or anything like that, but more as like a... I don't know. I don't even know what you would call my videos. But you should check them out, Pain Dog. You should definitely go and look at those. That's like the thing I want people to see at the moment. I'm like, look at my videos. I done them. I went and done them. That's what I've been doing. An archive? No, definitely not an archive. I take about 4 hours of footage and it usually ends up as about a 2-minute video, so... Yeah, not an archive, not a highlight reel, but something. I'm making like a weird series of Pokemon videos that are kind of like the anime, but with game footage. I don't know. You have the job you want for the rest of your life, Deviantfish? Damn. Well, congrats on that. Good gravy. Not many people have that. You're not that old, are you, Deviantfish? Something like, I don't know, 20s or something, aren't you? I just get this feeling. I don't know if you've ever revealed your age to people on Twitch, but I just get the feeling that you're only in your like 20s or so. I don't know. I don't know. But that's good to hear, Deviantfish. That's good to hear. I can only imagine you work at an aquarium. Alright. We want Devlin in front. You need a job so badly and it's proving rather difficult? Yeah. The job market can be quite tough. It's rather unfortunate, really. Funny how work is a commodity these days. Well, back in my day, you had to work for your commodities. Now work is the commodity. Alright, hit it with Thunder. This should one-shot Gyarados, no problem. Easy peasy. Your 100% dream job would be an astronaut. Realistically though, you would love a job on the ground. Yeah, astronaut. I don't know about astronaut. Of course, anybody can be an astronaut, you know. Anybody can want to be an astronaut and can strive to be one, that's fine, and everything. Not disagreeing with that. But myself being an astronaut, I don't know about that. It would be nice, cool, and awesome to go to outer space, but going there on a somewhat regular basis, endangering my own life, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. The living conditions on space stations and things don't seem very good either. They don't seem very good. Level 72 for Carmilla. Good gravy. Your dream is to become a trillionaire so Ultima can be your private streamer? Dear oh dear, Devlin. You know what? I don't know if I would do that. I don't think I would. After watching Interstellar, you now want to stay on Earth. Yeah. Yeah, being someone's personal streamer, I don't know about that. Because, you know, the two things that make streaming so fun, well, other than playing games, would be interacting with all the people in the chat. And if you're somebody's private streamer, I imagine they'd be the only person in the chat. And streaming on your own terms. You know, you don't stream for anyone. Streaming is an individual thing. You're not at anyone's beck and call. You spend $1 per second, and a day you would spend $86,400. Over the course of a year, your spending would come to more than $31.5 million. At that rate of spending, it would take you over 32,000 years to spend $1 trillion. Yeah, but $1 per second, I mean, come on. $86,000 a day? That's not nearly enough money to spend. I need to buy millions of dollars worth of things every day. Every day. Alright, click through, click through. How's your stream going anyway, Pain Dog? I saw... Okay, people are going to be impressed by this, huh? The Pain Dog did a 72-hour live stream. 72 hours of basically non-stop gaming. And it was funny. I'll say that much. I don't want to let people know the secret of the 72-hour live stream because I think I caught on. I think I caught on to something that you were very subtly doing to make the live stream. Damn it! Well, he just goes and says it right there. I thought it was supposed to be a secret that nobody would figure out. But there you go. Yeah, the Pain Dog got his friend, and his friend dressed up like the Pain Dog, looked quite similar to him, and I don't know if he was trying to, or if he just naturally is that way, but he spoke a lot like the Pain Dog as well. It was quite funny. It was quite funny. It confused me quite a bit when I dropped in and saw this guy. I was like, wait, is that the Pain Dog? And he spoke quite a bit like the Pain Dog. I was like, wait, what? What? What has happened since I last watched? And then I realized the 72-hour live stream was a lie! It was a lie! Kind of. Let's see, Alakazam. Yeah, let's keep Devlin for this. Devlin might die to Alakazam, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, hit it with Surf. Okay, Psychic might kill, I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. Oh, not even close. He just dresses like you and sounds like you because you've been friends for 30 years? Was it actually just coincidental that he looked and sounded a lot like you? Like, was that not intended? Wasn't he wearing your hat still? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, a critical hit, as long as he doesn't kill us this turn, and we're dead. Well, good gravy, Pain Dog, good gravy. Oh, by the way, you know what, I don't usually promote other people's streams, but
Obviously, I've been subtly, subliminally promoting Pain Dog stream to you guys without telling you. But a stream I actually do want to promote, very blatantly, is Opie Nerd's stream. Opie Nerd is starting streaming again, as of today, on YouTube Gaming. I believe the URL, I'll put the URL in chat. He's got his own, live. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't be live, it would be opinerd.tv. I'm pretty sure just opinerd.tv. opinerd.tv. I'm gonna click it myself and see, make sure that's the right URL. But Opie Nerd is starting streaming today on Twitch, on YouTube Gaming. If you guys are interested, I'm sure like a significant number of the people in here are interested. And he's starting his stream off with a super special stream specifically for me and Froggy. Because he said he's going to be streaming, I'll be able to find it on Twitter. He's going to be streaming at 10 PM Eastern, 3 days a week or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what days. I think that's all on opinerd.com if you guys want the specific information. But 10 PM Eastern is 9 PM here in Texas, where Froggy and I are. And that doesn't work for us. We're asleep by then, because we get up very early. To put it in perspective, it's like 6:30 AM here right now. So, but Opie Nerd is doing a special stream at 6 PM Eastern, which is 5 PM our time. Just so that we can watch. So that's pretty cool. And I don't know what he's going to do, but I know he has something hilarious planned. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's going to be just marvelous. So anyway, yeah, Opie Nerd, streaming again on YouTube Gaming now. Let's switch to Carmella for this. I guess we're just going to beat this guy and then try to skip through the credits, because they take forever. Let's hit him with Flamethrower. We could try to lose to the Blastoise, but I mean, that would just take forever as well. It's a bit pointless, really. How does Flamethrower not kill this Exeggutor in one hit? Good gravy. It's not even that close to killing him in one hit. Not even that close. Do you think he will ever switch to YouTube? I would say probably. YouTube Gaming? I would say probably, but not for not until they implement audio only streaming on mobile, because Froggy listens to the stream at work on her mobile data, so she can't watch the stream, but she can listen to it. And Ferram has shitty Australian internet, so he can't watch either, but he listens. And those two are like, the two most important people who watch my stream, so I'm not just going to ditch them and go to YouTube Gaming. Naturally, one's my fiance, Froggy, and the other one is Ferram, been around in my stream forever. So yeah, I can't go to YouTube Gaming right now. I would try it out right now if it had audio only on the on mobile, but there's no point at the moment for me. But I'll wait and see how it goes, and if it looks any good by the time they get audio only on mobile, then I will. Ultimately, when I become rich, then I can have unlimited power! Indeed, Devlin, indeed. Now, YouTube Gaming, for me, it has superior quality, DVR functionality. I can export my live streams to my YouTube channel, which is where, like, the actual good content from me goes. Like, I consider... Wait a second, I'm not your fiancé. Fair enough. I consider my live stream to be mostly a live hangout with you guys, and my YouTube videos to be the actual good content that I, put my effort into, and consider more worth your time. So putting those two things together on a YouTube channel would be nice. But, I don't know, there are things I have to see. I have to see how things go. I don't know if there will actually be that many viewers on YouTube Gaming. The chat seems good, though. The streams seem really good. There's not much delay. It's about the same as Twitch. Not that many problems. I've seen people getting content at ID strikes, but they're playing, illegal copyrighted music. Obviously, I say illegal. It's very gently illegal. It's like one of the weakest, lamest laws you could break. But playing music, copyrighted music on their live stream, without the copyright holder's permission,
they get content ID strikes, but the content ID system is pretty shit. It is pretty shit. It is pretty shit. So we'll see. We'll see how YouTube gaming goes. It's not perfect. It's not got the feature I need, so it's pointless for me. Can I skip through this crap, or can I reset yet? Has it saved? I don't think it's saved yet, so we have to just wait for this. I'm gonna Google while this is happening. Pokemon Red, can I skip the credits? Hell no, I'm the most important person in your stream. You will be when you're a trillionaire, Devlin. Until then. Your Honor, he was only being gently illegal. Yeah, apparently you have to wait for the credits to be able to save the game. The Elite Four are my, yeah. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That's funny. Somebody wrote a thread. I'm googling whether you can skip the credits. You can't. But somebody wrote a thread. Don't do a reset to skip the credits. Talking about Pokemon Black. They said they've always skipped the credits in Pokemon games by pressing Start Select AB or whatever it is to reset the game and just load back in. But they did it, and they said they spent so long trying to beat the Elite Four, and then reset and had to do it again. No. So get wrecked, that person. Get wrecked. Can you verse the Elite Four after beating them once? Yeah, I just did. I've already beaten them before, so I just faced them again. Just to get XP. And level up the old, Drowsy. Can I? Okay, there we go. Damn, it takes so long to go through the credits. Alright. Now we're in... Oh shit, do I have my... Oh no. We don't have a Pokemon with Fly on us. No! Is there a PC we can use? Mic cutout? Thank you for letting me know, Fiona. I'm pretty much just going to ignore that because I'm getting the mic boom by Friday. So today's stream and tomorrow's stream, the mic will have that cutting out issue. But... come on, leave me alone. Let me, can I access this PC or not? On Friday I'll have the mic boom, so tomorrow's stream will be the last stream that has the mic cutting out. Does it change the Hall of Fame? I don't even know. I guess. Can I try to use my bedroom PC? Oops, oops, oops. Once more, the Sith will rule the galaxy. Alright. Alright, can we use... Nope, it's only Ash's PC. You're looking forward to the boom? Yeah. So am I. It's a pretty good mic boom, too. It's one of those ones that, you know... Oh, okay, on my previous mic boom, it sat on the floor, and you had to elevate it up. You know, it extended itself, right? And then the microphone was on the end of a stick, which was counterbalanced. But it was never balanced. It always leaned a bit. It wasn't very well constructed, because I had it like near the max height as well. It leaned a bit. Oh, I wonder if we could take this battle on. No, we better run away. And you had to, like, untighten, loosen, I suppose you would call that. You had to loosen these thingamabobs to be able to adjust the microphone position. Otherwise it was all held in place. But the mic boom I'm getting clamps onto the desk, like the edge of a desk, and can be freely moved around. Like, it holds in place, but you can just grab the microphone and move it without having to worry about loosening. Ugh, there we go, loosening. I was going to say untightening again. You don't have to worry about loosening anything to move the microphone. So yeah, that's good. Dear oh dear, totally not tired. Totes not tired. Alright, Ace. Fly us to the Indigo Plateau. You wish you were Palpatine? Good gravy, Devlin. You mean a dead man? Because he's not alive at the moment. Alright, alright. Let's get rid of Ace. And we're actually going to get rid of Nitro Man as well. Much as Nitroman is like... Whew, just had to have a big sneeze there. Much as Nitroman is like our best Pokemon for taking on the Elite Four, I don't want to beat the Elite Four because the credits take so long. So, yeah. We're just going to leave him in the box and use Devlin and Carmella. And Devlin needs the XP as well. He's dead! No! Not Uncle Palpatine! Do 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 do. Alright. By the way, you guys know how I feel about follower notifiers and tip notifiers and all that kind of stuff, right? I don't like them. Don't like them at all. And so, you know, in the spirit of disliking them, I have gone totally in the opposite direction of most Twitch streamers, and I have absolutely nothing of that sort. There's no visual display when people follow. I don't accept tips. And there's no latest follower, latest whatever, anything like that on the screen. Nothing. But having gone that route and absolutely not even, you know, not even acknowledged followers, not even accepted tips or anything for a while now, I'm beginning to consider just dipping my toe in the water and having a display on my screen that you guys can't see, just of the most recent followers, a little list, and then thanking people for the followers verbally, just like, oh, thanks for the follow, blah blah blah, and then that's it. Just you know, now that I've gone the complete opposite route of most, I'm like, well, I could afford a single little, you know, acknowledgement to people. You know, I could afford them that. Maybe. I'm considering it, but I wanted to know what you guys thought after seeing my stream like this for a while. If I just it's like, oh, blah blah, thanks for the follow, and that was it. I'm still not sure about it. I thought of it this morning. I was like, you know what, I could do that, and it wouldn't really intrude on the stream that much. It wouldn't distract people all the time and have scrolling text all over the screen. So I could just thank people because people like to be thanked, you know, for following, and people forget to follow, so it's still, you know. It is nice that people remember to follow or intend to come back. So it's like, you know, maybe it's worth just thanking people, but nothing more than that. I don't know. I don't know. Ferrom likes the idea. I'm just considering it for today, and Froggy is also not sure about it. I asked her, she's my editor-in-chief, and I asked her what she thought, and she's like, I don't know. I don't know, she says. So I'm gonna mull on the idea today, but I wanted to know if any of you had any opinions on that. I dunno. Speaking of minimalism though, Ferram, the other day I went looking for a Pokemon Red and Blue stream. Right after my, well not right after, but shortly after my stream I went looking for one. I was like, you know, I could watch some more Pokemon. Just need some background noise while I'm editing this video. My next Pokemon video. And I found one. Somebody was speedrunning Pokemon Red, and they were near the world record. They were only like a couple of minutes off the world record with their PB. But I asked them because they weren't talking. I was like, do you not have a microphone or something? And he said in the chat, unfortunately not. I was like, you know what? That is okay. I just wanted some background noise. I'm just going to have this stream on with no mic. Just watch it. It's just a stream with the timer and the splits, since it's a speedrun. And that was a-okay with me. How long did it take for you and Froggy to get engaged when you all first met in person? Not long. Not long. We'd been together for over a year. I don't remember exactly how long. I have a terrible memory. But if I actually took the time to think about it, I could tell you. But it's both, you know, personal information that I don't really want to spread around just blatantly. And also, I would have to think about the months and put it all together and remember. But yeah, we were together for over a year before that. So it didn't take us too terribly long. After finally meeting in person to become engaged. Alright. Last Pokemon on the chopping block, Machamp. Hit it with Flamethrower! Go, Carmella, use your Flamethrower attack! Alright. One more like that and we've got it. Finish it off with Flamethrower! Alright, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Agatha. Agatha should go down pretty easily as well, because we can just Earthquake everything. Except for Golbat. Funnily enough, Earthquake doesn't work on Golbat. I just don't understand why. Maybe it's because he's flying above the Earth, and the Earth moving doesn't affect him at all. Oh, by the way, I've been playing more Metabot's Rokushaw version in my spare time. And I am significantly farther than I've ever been. Significantly further along the game than I've ever been. So, yeah, it's pretty. I'm having a good time. And I'm collecting all the meta parts I can, and I've learned a lot about how the game works. And I'm actually able, like, I come to a new area, lose against the Metabots for the first match, and then I adjust my Metabot team, and I can usually beat them after that. So I'm getting quite good at the game too, and it's playing through Metabots. Well, okay, I don't want to say what I was just about to say. It's educational, that's all I'll say. It's educational. I was going to reveal something on accident that I don't want to reveal just yet. But it's educational and interesting from a design perspective, you know, a game design perspective. Alright, click through, Arbok. No problem. Hit it with Earthquake. Alright. Who's next? A Gengar, I do believe. Why, I do declare that a Gengar is on the chopping block. Next in line, a Gengar. Hit it with Earthquake. And that'll go down pretty easily. I think we're just going to lose to the Gyarados of Lance, though. We're going to get wrecked by Lance's Gyarados. Alright, easy peasy. I just had to mute the microphone for a second there. My nose has given me a few issues. It must just be hay fever, I think. Bloody hay fever. Bloody hay fever. By the way, Mario Galaxy 2, we bought that on Amazon the other day, along with the Mic Boom, just at the same time. Which means the only 3D Mario game we have yet to buy, and I actually owned it in New Zealand on an N64, but is Super Mario 64. So once we get that on the Wii U Virtual Console, which is only like $10, but we'll just get it when I'm going to do the Mario-thon. I'll be able to do the Mario-thon. I'm not sure when I'll do the Mario-thon specifically, because the Mario-thon is going to be a big thing, raising money for cancer charity, and cutting off my hair and donating it. So, you know, it's a big one. It's a big one. So I want to wait for the opportune moment, till the time is right. But yeah, that will have the potential of happening, basically. Not sure when I want to do it, really. Not sure when I want to do it, really. Alright, finish it off with Pound. Come on, Sleepy, you can do it. You can do it, Sleepy. Use hypnosis. How did Sleepy not defeat this Gyarados? I don't understand. I just don't understand. I understand. Sleepy was massively underleveled and that was why we lost. I don't get it. Why did Sleepy lose? We believed in ourselves. You miss Uncle Palpatine. You know what I saw on the Twitch subreddit today? Just this morning? I frequent the Twitch subreddit. I saw somebody say they did a playthrough of Dark Souls on stream. And they had a death counter and everything. And they had various giveaways and things going. I think people had to bet on how many deaths they were going to have and they would win prizes. Which, I mean, as far as giveaways go, that's a good idea. But, I don't know. Anyway, they said if they got over 500 deaths in Dark Souls, they were going to get a Dark Souls tattoo. What? I don't know. I don't know. That's just crazy. That's just a bit crazy, don't you think? You could get a Dark Souls shirt and wear it. Do I ever feel weird when I'm talking on stream? When you stream, or anything you feel weird? When you stream? Do you stream, Farab? I know you've streamed in the past, I just didn't think you'd done it in like a very long time. I'm pretty sure I'm following you, aren't I? And I haven't seen you on forever. Anyway, do I feel weird talking on stream? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But, I don't know. My mum talks to herself all the time. I used to call her crazy. So, you know. And I made YouTube videos for a long time. Before I live streamed Let's Play videos. So... And I've always been an entertainer and a, you know, a joker. So, I was always... I don't know. I suppose I had easy transitions between things, because in school when I was young, I became like a bit of a class clown, you know, always joking around. I got my work done and everything, I was pretty good, but class clown, joking around all the time, making people laugh and stuff. So I transitioned from that to making YouTube videos, Let's Plays. So it was kind of saying similar things and doing similar things, but I was just talking into a microphone instead of to people. But I knew people would be listening to it eventually, so it was like, yeah, I don't know. Not exactly talking to myself. Do we want Hyper Beam? We kinda do, but we need Thunder Wave for catching stuff, so nope. But yeah, then I transitioned to live streaming, and since I'd already been talking into a microphone for a while, it was just the natural transition, I guess. You want to stream more, but you just don't get the time anymore? Yeah, well, goodness gracious, with all the commitments that you've got. Good gravy. I'm amazed you've got time to breathe in between. Oh, that sucks, Devil. That's unfortunate. Alright, bring out Carmella. That you haven't been able to stream in the last few weeks. Didn't you used to stream a Kerbal Space Program, Farab? I think you did. We don't quite remember. It's been quite a while. I think. Data says 251 Pokemon. Is this brown? Neighbor Chill, I'm not sure what you mean. Is that some kind of ROM hack or something? Because, no, I'm playing the original Red, Blue, Gold, and Silver. I'm catching all 251 Pokemon across those games. I'm playing on the real cartridges, using a Game Boy player to play them on the GameCube, so... yeah, not emulating or anything, not playing any ROM hacks or such nonsense. I'm playing the actual games and legitimately catching all of the Pokemon. Except for Mew and Celebi, which I'll have to catch through glitches. Unfortunately, because, you know, there aren't any Mew or Celebi events going on for Pokemon Red, Blue, Gold, and Silver, as it turns out. But I think we're up to 600... 600? Yeah, 600 Pokemon out of 251. 113 in Pokemon Red. Why am I pressing yes? 113 Pokemon at the moment. Brown is a red ROM hack with about 251 Pokemon. Oh, I see. Well, no. I've played a few ROM hacks, you know, a long time ago, and I might proceed to play ROM hacks at some point. Actually, it wasn't that long ago that I last played a ROM hack. Maybe, like, the end of last year, the beginning of this year, I streamed a ROM hack, didn't I? That was before I had to stop streaming for a while when I got my job. Bleh, stupid jobs. I don't know. ROM hacks might be a good option if I end up becoming just a Pokemon streamer, because that's, you know, the way I stream is I stream a big marathon of games. Like, this Pokémarathon Classic, I'm doing Red, Blue, Gold, Silver and catching all the Pokemon. And until I catch all the Pokemon, this is all I'm streaming. But the assumption after each marathon is that I will move on to something else. And do a different marathon, you know, next. Like I did the Hitman Marathon. And then moved on, I did like a small game, Transistor, in between marathons, and then I just did the Pokémarathon Classic. So, I don't know. I might move on to another marathon after this. Or I might just keep doing Pokemon stuff. I don't know. I don't know. It's not your typical ROM hack, it's completely redone? Wait a second. We reached level 25. Does Drowsy evolve? I mean, yeah, Drowsy evolve at level 26 or something? I thought it was 25. But let's have a look. Hold on. No, there we go, Drowsy. I was Control-Shift-T'ing until I got the Drowsy tab back open. Level 26 is when Drowsy evolves to Hypno. Level 26. You're currently playing through Pokemon Brown right now? Nice. Well, good luck in your playthrough, Nate, bro. Alright, one down. Thank you, Golbat. Shouldn't be too difficult. Hopefully after this trainer, Drowsy will evolve into Hypno. You seriously can't wait for Ultima to do his actual marathon? He put so much effort into that? Yeah, I can't wait either. Doing Pokémarathon, the actual Pokémarathon, with Fiery Leaf Green, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Pearl Diamond, Black and White 2, and X and Y. I'm almost frustrated in excitement, you know, because I really want to do that. I would do that, like, I would still finish Pokémarathon Classic, but if I had a 3DS XL capture card right now, I would do that immediately after. I wouldn't even take a break to play other stuff between Pokémarathons. I would just play that right away, because that's what I really want to stream. Until I stream that, I'm just streaming stuff that's like, you know, second tier to me. Because that's what I really want to do with my stream. But until I get a 3DS XL capture card, I can't do it. But it is going to be glorious. Gloria! I still don't know, though, how I'm going to do... I don't know, how the stream is going to look when I do the Pokémarathon. Because I feel like for streaming DS and 3DS games, you need some kind of overlay. I don't really like overlays these days anymore that much, but I think I'll do an alright job. Do a like relatively simple overlay that's not really distracting, but just, you know, presents the screens of the game nicely to you. We'll have to figure it out. Alright, number 114. The 114th Pokemon caught. How long till I get the capture card? That all depends on Loopy. Loopy is an American guy who makes capture cards and other stuff. He's most widely known for his capture cards, but he's also made like a controller mod for 3DS, where, you know, you have to send him your controller or your 3DS, or you can do it yourself, but it's very difficult. And he solders into the actual 3DS a board, and a port is put on the 3DS, and you could plug in a GameCube controller to it and play with a GameCube controller on your 3DS. He does stuff like that, mods, I guess you could say. So it just depends on when he finishes his 3DS XL capture card, and if he finishes his 3DS XL capture card, and yeah. As soon as he does that, if he does finish the 3DS XL capture card and start selling it, we're getting one. I've been a bit more conservative, or tried to be a bit more conservative about that, but Froggy's just like, no, we're just getting it right away. I'm sick of hearing about it. We're getting it immediately, as soon as it's available. So, yeah, it just depends on him, and then the availability of those capture cards. But the latest information I've seen from him is that he's working on new 3DS XL capture cards. So I don't actually know whether he's going to finish his work on 3DS XL capture cards or just go straight to new 3DS XL capture cards, which would suck for me. What will I stream after Classic? I don't know, Devlin. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I would love to just go to Pokémarathon right away, but that's probably not going to happen. So, yeah. We'll have to wait and see. I'll look at his forum again. But he doesn't post on there like all the time. Let's hit him with a headbutt. Let's see. Headbutt again. Stream Kingdom Box. You know what? I could do a playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I could do that. I could do that, couldn't I? That wouldn't be a bad idea. Play Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and then go into another marathon. Alright, hit him again. Now I'll go and actually look the latest thing he said about capture cards on his forum. I'll read it to you. He said, sorry, I haven't followed these threads in a while. It's always the same questions and the same answers, so I kind of tuned them out. Which is to say, questions about when the next capture cards are coming and stuff like that. Well, Sleepy defeated freaking Gyarados. He said, I know it's taken forever. Life happens, plans and priorities change. I was doing capture stuff full-time before, but that hasn't been the case for a while. The last few months I've been working another full-time job to help a friend with his business. Obviously this has slowed me down. This has other benefits, though. I've gained connections for manufacturing and labor that will be useful. He said, I've been working on new 3DS XL a lot recently and have a schedule for release. I don't feel compelled to make announcements about it and give out dates because these things always change. I'll do a smaller run of regular boards, which is to say regular 3DS boards, but the majority of them will go to a Murky, where Murky is like this German seller of capture cards, so, which is basically just a distributor for Loopy. Alright, we need to evolve Krabby into Kingler next. Alright. Let's see, which box are we in? First of all, box 6, we want to be in something like box 3-ish? I don't know. Alright, deposit. Oh, it's full of Pokemon. Well, we'll see if Krabby's in here. That seems to be, Krabby, right there. That was an easy find. Alright, withdraw the Krabby, and we'll deposit Sleepy. Sleepy and Krabby. It's kind of funny. Drowsy and Krabby. People get crabby when they're drowsy. Alright. Let's go over here, and we'll save the game, because it has been 1 hour, and that means it's time for a quick break. So, let me try to transition here. Thank you all so much for hanging out until now. I'll be back very shortly. And in the meantime, please enjoy my YouTube videos. So I will see you all back here very shortly. For some reason I have a random Reddit thread open. I just closed that. I just get the videos up. Okay, I'll show you guys my my Pokemon videos that I've been doing. So that'll be relatively relevant to the stream mode. See you guys all back here very soon. Ash Ketchum is a boy of 10 years old, and in the world of Pokemon, that means it's time for him to get a Pokemon from Professor Oak and head off on his own Pokemon adventure. Ash has chosen Charmander, a difficult Pokemon to raise. His childhood rival Gary chose Squirtle, and they've already had their first battle, in which Ash was victorious. Ash has already captured many new Pokemon, and now he's ready to face the first gym leader, Brock of Pewter City. You don't stand a chance against me. I'm gonna get my first gym badge. What? It's a Geodude. Come on out, Ace! Ace, hit him with your sand attack. Great work, Ace. His accuracy has been decreased. Hit him with another sand attack. Come on, Ace, another sand attack. Yes, he's starting to miss. Hit him with a final sand attack. Yeah, he can't hit us anymore. Now we'll switch in Cannabissel. Come on, Cannabissel, it's your turn. Oh no, he hit you with a tackle. Come on, use your poison sting. It missed. Oh no, we missed again. Oh no, Cannabissel. You'll pay for this, Brock. Come on out, Jay. You can do it, Jay. Great work, a critical hit. He really felt that one. Alright, another tackle attack. His defense is up, but we can do it. Hit him with another tackle attack. And another tackle attack. Another tackle. Tackle attack. We'll get him eventually. Alright, Jay, finish him off with tackle. Great work! We did it! With the power of friendship! Alright, and Onyx, we can do it! Go, Ace! Come on, Ace, use sand attack! Great work, Ace, you got him with the sand attack. Here, have a potion so you can last longer in the battle. Now, hit him with another sand attack. Nice work, one more should do the trick. Go, sand attack! Alright, time to use Gust. Great work, Ace, hit him again. Come on, Ace, another Gust. You're really getting him there, Ace. Hit him with another Gust attack. And another Gust attack. And another Gust attack. We're getting him. One of these days, he's gonna go down. Alright, Ace, you're exhausted. It's Tommy's turn. Alright, let's use Tail Whip to lower his defenses. Use it again, Tommy. Alright, hit him with Quick Attack. Nice work, Tommy. That was at least 3 times as much damage as last time. Again, Quick Attack. Come on, Tommy, we're almost there. Another Quick Attack. Yeah, we did it! We did it, team! With the power of friendship and teamwork, we overcame the gym leader, Brock! Huh, you never stood a chance, Brock.
In the last episode, Ash defeated the first gym leader, Brock of Pewter City. Since then, he traveled through the dangerous Mount Moon. He was attacked on all sides by Zubats and had his first encounter with Team Rocket. Ash was making great progress until he got stopped in his tracks by his rival, Gary. It was a battle of epic proportions, with Gary pulling out powerful moves like Quick Attack and Teleport. But in the end, Ash defeated him and moved on towards Misty, the gym leader of Cerulean City. Huh, Water-type Pokemon, this badge will be a cinch. Go, Tommy! Show this Staryu who's boss with a Hyper Fang! Great work, we got it in one hit! Alright, it's a Starmie. You can do it, Tommy. Hit it with a Hyper Fang. Nice work. A couple more of those and we'll win. Another Hyper Fang. Alright, Quick Attack to finish it off. Yeah, we did it, Tommy. Great work. We got the second badge.
Kingdom Box is a crossover between Disney and Square. Disney with a...
Alright, I am back. And welcome back everybody to the stream. I hate to cut off Kingdom Box just as it was starting, but oh well. I'm sure you'd definitely rather be watching the stream, right? No, everyone prefers Kingdom Box, it's way better. Anyway, welcome back everybody. We'll be back into the game in just a second. Wait, there we go. Wonderful. Oh, look at these smooth transitions. Couldn't even tell anything happened, could you? It's just marvelous, just marvelous. Alright, what are we doing now? What are we evolving? Which Pokemon? Number 115 will be Krabby into Kingler. Alright, let's do it. While we're doing it, I'm going to Google Kingler and see What level he evolves? Kingler evolves from Krabby at level 28. Okay, so it won't take that long. Won't take so long. By the way, during my break, I always talk to Froggy on the old cellular telephone. And she said she was thinking about that whole thing of potentially thanking followers but still not having a follower notifier or anything like that. And she said, in her opinion, I think she thinks it would be okay as long as I make sure not to thank people who have been lurking. Like, if I haven't noticed somebody talking in the chat and I notice they follow, then I should just not say anything because people don't like to be de-lurked. And I think I agree with her on that one. I think I agree. So if I end up doing that, I think that's how I'll do it. I'll see the name, you know, think to myself, have they been talking or have they been lurking? And then if they've been lurking, I'll just ignore it. And if they've been talking, or if they say something soon after following or whatever, then I'll think maybe this is if I decide to do this at all. But that's where the idea is at the moment. That's where the idea is at the moment. So I'm not sure. I think, you know, after thinking about it for a bit, I became very cynical, very, very cynical about follows and follower notifiers and all that kind of stuff. But I think people deserve a little bit of recognition, just a little bit. It's like, yeah, you know, it's sort of like liking a video on YouTube, you know, because people forget to like videos all the time. Hardly anybody actually presses the like button on a video that they actually like. So it's like, you know, there's a little bit of recognition for it, I guess. But I don't want it to be like a focus of the stream or distracting from the actual main content of the stream, which is the gameplay and the commentary. Although my commentary is entirely about follower alerts. I mean, we're coming full circle there, aren't we? Oh yeah. Finally, Devlin survives the first trainer again. Jar Jar is the best Star Wars character of all time. I'm sure there are plenty of people who agree with you, but perhaps more that don't. Perhaps more that don't. Alright. We can start off with Devlin against this one. You know, I might write it on the whiteboard, this whole follower thing, just so I remember exactly where we are with the idea, because I do forget and I backtrack on ideas and things. I have a terrible, terrible memory. Alright, hit it with Surf. Alright. One easy one down. And only 4 to go, I think? Yeah, he only has 5 Pokemon. Should we keep Devlin in for this? Yeah, we can just use Surf and one-shot these guys, I think. Gosh, my throat. Alright. Can you ask me a question? That is a question, Devlin. But yes, of course, go ahead. I can't deny your question without even knowing what the question is, so you might as well just ask it. Excellent, another one down. And another one gone, and another one gone, another one bites the dust. Sebastian leveled up again. Alright. Farron, by the way, how is game development going? I'm eternally interested. Hey Advance, welcome. How have you been, and what have you been up to? Farron, I'm always interested in what you've been doing programming-wise, if anything. I don't remember, like, I think you have a 1 day a week where you actually do programming because you've got such a busy schedule. But I always want to know, I know you're just like following tutorials at this point, but how far along are you? And have you been like designing a game on the side that you want to make or something like that? Would it be okay if you did a Pokemon Classic Marathon yourself? Of course, Devlin. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would encourage it. Gives me something to watch when I'm not streaming. Go right ahead, Devlin. Although, what with your name, you might want to just make it catching 69 Pokemon in each Pokemon game instead of 251, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, absolutely, Devlin. I would encourage it. Alright, Agatha. I think we want to start off with Carmella for this one, since Devlin does not have Earthquake. Twitch just tweeted out. I like that they're tweeting some streamers. I haven't checked out most of the streams that they tweeted just because they're streaming stuff I'm not interested in. And I prefer to look on YouTube Gaming for streams anyway at the moment, but, you know, I end up coming back to Twitch just because there aren't that many streams on YouTube Gaming. But they tweeted out, called the Diablo 3 fever in Season 4, Datmods has found the cure. More Diablo 3. You will do it then. Awesome, Devlin. Am I following you yet? I'm pretty sure I am. Let me check. Let me check. Devlin. Yeah, I'm following you. Well, I don't know when you stream or anything like that, but perhaps the stars will align and I'll be able to watch the marathon sometimes. You haven't done anything in the past 2 days. You have like 1 hour, more than 1 hour of tutorials left. And no, currently you are not making anything on the side. A practice coding day is on Friday though. Okay. So my Thursday, right. You believe I am one of your mods? Oh. Well, good gravy. Good gravy. You can, you know, no hard feelings if you do decide to unmod me, by the way. Different people consider moderators different things. And different people moderate people in a different way. I know in some people's chats it's just a privilege. You know, all the most regular viewers just are moderators, even if they don't moderate things. So if that's the case, you know, it's whatever. But if you decide to change how you determine who's a moderator and who's not, no worries. I know some people get quite offended if you unmod them. I've had people, I've unmodded them and they've come and be like, I'm not modded anymore? And I'm like, no, you know, you're not really here to moderate anymore, so I just unmodded you. It's no hard feelings or anything. And they're like, screw you, dude, I'm never coming back here again, bye. And then, yeah, so. But don't worry about that for me, Super Devlin. Don't worry about it. Click through. Alright, Arbok will go down no problem. That means I have unlimited power! Oh, you know what? I need to write something on my whiteboard while I'm streaming right now. Okay, let's write down. Don't mind what I'm writing down. You guys will see the effects of it once I do it. There we go, I just wrote something down on my whiteboard to remind myself. I have a genius idea. Let's just say, whoops, and I just dropped my my pen. But don't worry, I'll pick it up with my foot. Oh. I have a genius idea. Well, I think it's pretty cool anyway. And I'll tell you, it involves voice attack. If you would be unmodded, you think you would consider it a personal attack. Hey, a lot of people do. A lot of people do. The only mods you have are people that you really enjoy or know personally. So I'm someone that you really enjoy. Well, thank you, Devlin. Thank you kindly. No hard feelings if you are modded or unmodded. After all, you're here for the stream mainly. Indeed. Indeed. I wasn't talking about you, Fairarm. When I was talking about people who take unmodding as a personal affront. How dare you not make me a mod? How dare you? I'll zap you with my lightning hands now. Unlimited power! I wonder if just with Devlin and Carmella at their current levels, if we can just beat the entire Elite Four and Gary. I think it's nice if you can try and help the stream by being modded. Indeed. 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 Alright. Hit it with Thunder. Reasons you want to be mod in any stream. The prestige and all the ladies. Oh yeah, so you know what? Prestige is a big reason. Prestige, recognition, and attention are big reasons why people want to be moderators in streams. It's another big reason why people want follower notifications or tip notifications and things like that. I understand it. Oh, we don't have any ice moves we're facing. I was like, oh, we'll switch to Carmella. Carmella has an ice type move, right? Nope. Nope. I'm afraid not. Oops. Let's try... Does Earthquake even hit? Okay, it does. I don't think it'll hit Dragon Knight, though. I think Dragon Knight is Dragon Flying, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, click through, click through. Dragonair. You know, I want to check before we face this. Oh shit. What? It doesn't let you check your Pokemon? Well, that's annoying. Okay, I'll do it right now then. Devlin stats. I wanted to look at stats, not switch. Dragon Flying, okay. I just wanted to check that. So let's hit this guy with Surf. You don't care about being a mod, you have found out people add mods of random people sometimes. You went to the stream the other day and followed because they were really funny and they modded you in a matter of an hour, really weird? Yeah. Yep. I know some people just moderate, or you know, mod, people who tip. Or people who subscribe, just mod all the subscribers. Things like that. Haven't seen a streamer like that in a while because I purposefully try to avoid streamers like that. And usually my vetting of a streamer goes like this. I click on their stream, see they have a huge bright overlay that's really distracting from the game, and a giant webcam that covers half the game. And they have space within their overlay for, you know, the latest tipper and the latest follower and all that stuff, but choose to put it over the game anyway. I'm like, okay, well this is unacceptable to me, and I'm gone. So I don't actually wait and see all their terrible practices with moderating people and stuff like that. But, yeah. There you go. You know, I found a streamer last night. A Binding of Isaac streamer. Because, Frog and I both like to watch Binding of Isaac streams. And he had the latest tipper, latest follower. He even had a follower train thing down in the bottom left of his stream, but it was so small, I didn't even mind it at all. I was like, you know what, this is fine. This is fine. If you're gonna do that kind of stuff, this is the way to do it. Just a little thing down the bottom left of the stream. Doesn't cover any information on the stream at all, like just covers a little bit of the bottom corner. Doesn't matter. So, if everyone's a mod, no one is. Yep. Well, except for brand new viewers. They're just banned. Alright, if they're not a mod, hit it with a flamethrower! Not good. Let's try a Mega Punch. Hit it with Mega Punch! Not gooder. It's even worse if it's a female with a huge webcam using her chesticles to attract viewers. I don't know. There are plenty of men who have used their biceps to attract viewers as well. One such streamer, for instance, there's a guy named, it's been a long time since I've watched him. He was... Apple something. I can't remember. He's a vegan, big muscly Hearthstone streamer. Apple something, I don't remember. Applejacked, that's his name, Applejacked. And he used to do, I think whenever he got like donations or subscribers or whatever, which is to say he would, you know, put on a show with his biceps. So it's not just women using their physical features to attract viewers. And even then, there's nothing actually wrong with that, I don't think, necessarily. There may be, but I have yet to figure out whether or not it is wrong. But, you know, people use all sorts of things to attract viewers. Their attraction being a physical and sexual one. I don't like it, I don't watch those streams, but... I don't mind them, I guess. Too much, anyway. Not stealing any viewers from me, you know. Anybody who's looking for a busty woman playing video games is not going to be particularly interested in my stream, are they? So it doesn't concern me that much. As long as they're not breaking the Twitch TOS, which, I mean, the Twitch TOS are that vague, just about everyone's breaking them. Yeah, you're probably right about that, Fairarm. It's probably a shallower relationship between streamer and viewer when the main attraction is sexual. But, you know, it just depends on what you're looking for in live streams. Like, I don't actually hate streams that have big follower pop-ups and tip notifiers and all that kind of stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong with them, I just don't like them. So, same thing with busty women showing off their cleavage while playing games. I don't like them, it's not what I'm looking for. But, it's not really a problem in my mind. As long as, you know, well, I wish Twitch would have more clearly defined rules about what can be streamed and what can't. They're slowly getting there, you know, step by step, tiny step by half step. As long as Twitch have reasonable terms of service laid out and people don't breach them, people can work within those terms to try to attract viewers in whatever way they choose. And if they choose to have certain standards outside of Twitch's ones, like I do, you know, I choose not to have, you know, follower notifiers and tip notifiers and all this kind of stuff, basically selling screen space to people. I choose not to do that because I don't like them, even though it's got nothing to do with Twitch's TOS, so, you know. People can stream as they want within Twitch's TOS. And we can like it or not, but I don't think there's anything wrong. Remember when they went around and banned anyone for showing anything but their eyes? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, they banned women for being particularly busty and having cleavage. So that was not great. I remember when horror went around banning anybody who didn't like him. Remove horror, remove horror, remove horror. You have to go, alright, see you later, Devon. Looks like you're leaving in the game too. To the afterlife. Thanks for hanging out, Devlin. And have a good one. Have a good one, mate. Alright. Lorelei down. Who's next on the chopping block? Alright. We only have Carmella. Well, we have, you know, Sebastian too, but he's not exactly a great threat to the Elite Four. Oh, those weren't the days. What weren't the days? Which days? Oh, yeah, the horror days. Yep. Yep. Alright, hit it with an earthquake. You know what? That's one thing I do like about YouTube. The content ID system does suck. But so far it doesn't seem to be affecting live streams too badly. Only videos in the way it has always done. Which is to say, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world either. And so far I haven't really had trouble countering claims on my videos, so, except legitimate ones, which I actually, you know, leave. Or I just delete the video. Like some of my old streamer highlights that had copyrighted music in them. But anyway, other than Content ID, YouTube is pretty clear on what you can and can't upload. You can and can't stream, I think. I think it's pretty obvious to people on YouTube Gaming that you can't sit there on live stream leatherworking. You know? Taking the skin of a cow and turning it into something wearable. Not for YouTube Gaming, I don't think. YouTube only does Content ID because it wants to cover itself and try to minimize legal claims? Oh yeah, I know. I think the Content ID system is actually a reasonably good idea, it just doesn't work particularly well. I think the way it should work is that, you know, companies should be able to upload their copyrighted content for auto-scanning, so that if that copyrighted content is found in other videos, then it notifies that company. Then that company should have to review the video and choose what to do from there. Whether to allow the video, whether to file a DMCA claim, or, I mean, a DMCA is different to Content ID though. DMCA actually pulls down the content until until it's legally resolved. But whether to make a content ID claim on the video, to disable monetization, or allow monetization, or share monetization, or just take the monetization themselves, whether to block the video in certain countries and stuff like that. You were looking forward to leatherworking streams? Oh yeah. Let's just kill an animal, take its skin, and then start making that into something, because that's a good idea. Nothing wrong with that. It's totally a normal thing to do. Maybe it was necessary, you know, hundreds of years ago, and even as recently as 100 years ago or something, but nowadays we can make all the materials we want out of plant fibers and things. No need to bloody kill a cow for it. No need to kill a cow just to make a couch. Frickin' crazy people. Frickin' crazy people. I need to kill a cow just to hold up my pants with a belt. It's just a bit silly, isn't it? It's just a bit needless. Alright. We're actually motoring through this with Carmella. But I have a feeling we'll get all the way up to Lance and then just get wrecked again. Alright, bring on the earthquake. Do. After thousands of years, it is sort of normal. You're not saying it's right, but it's normal. Oh, absolutely. Slavery was normal for quite a while as well. And killing animals is just a normal thing these days. You know what? Killing animals isn't normal, but enjoying the rewards or the bounty of other people killing animals is. You know, you just let all the other people do the killing. Let the farmers and the meat workers and things kill the animals for you, and then you just eat them and wear them and stuff. Same way apartheid was normal? Yeah. Indeed, indeed. I don't want to get my hands dirty, you know. I'm not going to go to Africa and frickin' catch me some slaves and ship them over here. But I will buy a slave. I'll buy a slave and just have them work on my fields and stuff, right? No, I'm not going to kill animals myself. Oh, that's horrible. You would kill my dog? You monster! Now let me just kill this cow and eat it. Yum yum. You would kill my pet cat? That's horrible! You're heartless! Let me just eat this pig. Let me just kill and eat this pig. Anyway, I try not to bring up the subject of vegetarianism too often on the stream. But I just had a little, yeah, had a little moment there. I just had a moment. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that all the time on my stream. It comes up now and then. It came up, and I'm putting it back down. That's all I've got to say about that for today. I try to keep the stream entertaining, but sometimes some things get to me. Alright, ignore the hydro pump. Oh, for goodness sake. This is exactly what happened last time. This is exactly what happened last time we were in this situation. It missed the first hydro pump, we hit the first mega punch. We missed the second mega punch, it hit the second hydro pump. And we got wrecked. Yep, he had potions and he's going to hydro pump again and wreck us. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, unless we crit it. Oh, nope, still dead. Still dead. Actually, I think last time Hypno was able to defeat it though. Not a vegetarian, nor do you think you will be, but you respect those who are. Indeed, I was like that for quite a while as well. I'm not trying to convince anybody to be vegetarian or not. By the way. That's for each individual person to decide. But in time, I was like, you know what? Killing animals is wrong, but yeah, I can't bother. Meat tastes good. Anyway. On to the next topic, political views. Now let's discuss religion. Right? Yeah. Let's try to make this stream as awkward as possible for everyone. No. Perhaps we should move on. But I get in that mood. I get hot-headed. Anyway. Let's take a sip of juice. Calm myself down. One more sip. Just one more sip. Some good juice. Just one more sip, though. Just one more sip. It's good juice, though. Just one more sip. Okay, that's enough. That's enough for now. It's like Thanksgiving dinner all over again. I've never actually had a Thanksgiving, by the way. I have given the thanks to various people before. But, Thanksgiving is an American tradition, so I've never experienced it. So perhaps I will next year at whatever next year's Thanksgiving is. When is Thanksgiving? Is it in like June or something? July? I don't know. I'll Google it. Thanksgiving. Oh, it's in November this year? November 26th this year? Huh. How do you determine when Thanksgiving is? 2016, when will it be? It'll be November 24th. Wonder how you determine what day it's going to be. I wonder about this Thanksgiving holiday. You've been taking a cup and a tea bag to school recently and used the hot water they supply to have a cup of tea at lunchtime? Nice, Farron. Nice. You're just as weird as I was in high school. Get some weird looks, but it's different weather. Yeah, I used to bring a thermos of hot water because they didn't provide us hot water. I used to bring a thermos of hot water in a tea bag and make myself tea at lunch as well. You're exactly as weird as I was. Alright, let's hit it with a fire blast. Oh, it's bit my cheek saying that. Gosh, I hate that. Gosh, I hate it. I have just big flappy cheeks and a big tongue as well. I just bite myself all the time. All the time. I need safety gear on my teeth so I don't bite myself. Start wearing mouth guards all the time. Or you'll start to wear mouth guards at all times. I'll sound a bit different as I speak, but apartheid is a Dutch word? Really? You say apartheid or apartheid? I've always heard apartheid, but you know, people don't know how to speak, so I don't know whether they're right or not. Another thing, I'm going to Google apartheid, by the way, and we'll just get Google to tell us how to pronounce it. Apartheid. Apartheid. Alright, hey. Define? Give me the Google definition of it so I can have the pronunciation.
Apartheid.
Apartheid? Really? Really? That's how you say it? Apartheid? Apart, hate, basically. So we split people apart because we hate them. Apartheid. That's how you say apartheid, apparently.
Apartheid.
There you go, apartheid. It's a Dutch word, which is from apart, separate, and hate, which doesn't have a meaning there. Apartheid means separateness. And then what English would into apartheid? I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but there you go, apartheid. Apartheid. Alright, hit it with another vice grip. We can do it. We can do it. We can beat the Lapras. What was another word I wanted to look up the pronunciation of? There was another word. Did we say it recently? Oh, you said defiantly rather than... Oh, yeah, you corrected yourself already there. Crap, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Trust you, you're Dutch? You reckon it's apartheid? Maybe I'll ask my, my dad has a Dutch girlfriend. Maybe I'll ask her on Facebook. How do you spell it? How do you pronounce... Apartheid! How do you pronounce that? Alright. Alright, let's do it. So, you reckon it's apartheid? Maybe it depends on your region. Maybe, you know, it's a regional, thing. Like, New Zealanders pronounce things differently depending on where you are as well. I don't know. I don't know. Wasn't there another word I was going to look up the pronunciation of? I don't even remember. I don't remember. Oh well, perhaps it'll come to me. Perhaps it'll come back to me. Baby, come back. Alright. Thank you, thank you. Skip, skip, skip. Skip through this. Guillotine. Alright, Cloister, you've got nothing on me. Hit it with a thunder. You know what? Back in high school, my friend Bobby John Smith, that's his online name, and I always used to threaten people with death, which just sounds purely humorous and not sick or messed up in the slightest. But I always used to say things to people like, well, "You're on the list. You're at the top of the list," stuff like that. Put them on my list of people who must die. But we also would say things if somebody did something, you know, worthy of the death sentence. We would just say, "To the guillotine," which obviously was the incorrect pronunciation. But we would say that all the time. I just remembered it when I said guillotine. To the guillotine. Got into a huge debate with the pronunciation of the word fort in this stream. Yeah, thanks to the stream. Wait, did somebody in real life argue with you about it? Because, you know, cell phones have internet access and Google is on the internet. Google can answer these questions. Although some people don't believe it even when they hear it. They're like, "No, Google's wrong. I'm right, Google's wrong." Even better than apartheid is apartheid, like the word hiding. Then you get it spot on, apartheid. Really? So exactly how I was saying it originally, except with more of an H, I guess. Just a slightly more pronounced H. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You said the real pronunciation and he disagreed? Well, Google to the rescue. Yes, finally Devlin can die and shut up that damn red bar noise. Do-do, 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 do-do. Alright, hit him with an earthquake. Thank you. Alright, click through. I believe Krabby just needs to reach level 28 to evolve. So we're getting there. Oh, by the way, people, due to Froggy's work happening, today's stream and tomorrow's stream are only going to be 3-hour streams. So, yeah, ending in an hour and 20 minutes rather than 2 hours and 20 minutes. Just so you're aware. Same thing as last week. Same thing that happened last week is happening this week. Just so you know. You showed him, and being a pompous teenager that he is, he disagreed. The pompous teenager that he is, he disagreed. Oh well. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, you know what game I would like to get one day and play? You know what? It's another case of Wild Arms. I think it's similar. It's like, I had it as a kid, but I don't actually want to buy it again. It's just like, oh, I remember that game as a kid. Oh, that was great. I should buy it again, but no, I shouldn't. But a game I would like to play again at some point anyway is Team Buddies. What a fun game that was. In Team Buddies, you start off with just one character. To what, Advance? I'd like to know what are you linking to first. But you start off with just one character on your team, and you have to collect these crates, and you put them all together in different shapes to create guns or extra teammates. Just burst out of the boxes, or a tank, things like that, and you fight the other teams. Hey Ebo, welcome! Leave your fiancé for some random guys on the internet? Great ideas. Great idea, Farram. I'll definitely do that. Hey Ebo. Welcome. Welcome to the stream, and how have you been? And I said "and" twice. It's a terrible sentence. What have you been up to, Ebo? Eboing all over the place. Eboing 717. A YouTube video of someone Dutch saying apartheid immediately starts within 2 seconds, so no need to watch the whole video. No thanks, Avant. I'm sure anybody can find that on YouTube pretty easily if they want, and I'm not going to listen to it right now, so. No thanks, but thank you for offering to help with that, Advance. Alright. You spent 17 hours playing Metal Gear Solid 5 yesterday? Damn. Well, I can only assume you enjoyed it. It seems like a pretty good game, despite Konami trying to wipe Hideo Kojima's name off of the Metal Gear franchise. Going to get a haircut soon and then do it again. Nice. Yeah, Konami. What a trash company. In case you guys don't know, there was some... Okay, Hideo Kojima is the creator of the Metal Gear franchise, as far as I'm aware. And he had a very strong hand in the development of each of the Metal Gear games. All the way up until Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, which is the latest one that just came out. But there was some kind of internal dispute at Konami, or some kind of problem, and Hideo Kojima has left. I don't know, left the company, or yeah, Kojima Productions is shutting down, right? But I guess they work on games for Konami. Konami publishes them and they develop them, right? So some kind of bad blood between Konami and Hideo Kojima. They decided to take his name off of his game. And so Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, no longer has Hideo Kojima on the game. It's not listed as him making it anymore. But everybody knows that he did. You know, it's like, well, of course he did. It's Hideo Kojima's game, just published by Konami. Those scumbags. Konami probably owns the IP to Metal Gear Solid, or Metal Gear, the franchise. So they'll probably make another Metal Gear game at some point. But I'm calling it right now. Just like with all of their other franchises that have run to the ground. It's going to be, the next Metal Gear Solid game is going to be a complete piece of crap. And in the minds of people who are fans of Metal Gear Solid, it won't exist in the first place. Calling it. I got Metal Gear Solid 6. There was a sixth one? What are you talking about? No, there wasn't. There was only Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain, created by Hideo Kojima. There was no sixth, or seventh, or pachinko machine. Pull the lever. Alright. Let's see what you've got, Gyarados. Hit it with a Mega Punch. Alright, now miss the Mega Punch. No, we actually hit it. Every Metal Gear Konami has published that didn't have Kojima personally developing it has flopped. Yeah, exactly. 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 And I'm sure if they try to publish any more, which they will, because it's a large, profitable franchise, so of course they'll try to drive it into the ground to make a little bit more money out of it. It will fail. I wonder if Hideo Kojima will go on to start a Kickstarter for, you know, Iron Cog. The spiritual successor to Metal Gear. You know, just like the guy making Mighty Number 9, when he doesn't have the IP rights to what's his face? Mega Man. But he's like the original creator of Mega Man or whatever. So he made Mighty Number 9 instead as a spiritual successor on Kickstarter. I wonder if Hideo Kojima will try to continue developing games or not. And if he will make Iron Cog. Iron Cog Rising. What's going on with Mighty Number 9 anyway? It's been a long time. Is that game coming out or what? Mighty Number 9. Mighty Number 9 official website. Just pull a Top Gear? What did they do? What did they do? Relay for Mighty Number 9? Well, that's a good sign. Alright, Dragonite. What have you got for us? I think we're best off flamethrowing this thing. Maybe one Mega Punch before the barrier or whatever it does would be a good idea. But we hit a critical hit. That's good. Okay. Blah blah blah. I'm looking for when Mighty Number 9 is releasing. Releasing it as soon as it's ready, apparently. Backer exclusive trial version of Mighty Number 9? Alright, level 28. Wait a second. Ha! I think Krabby is about to evolve. What the? Sebastian is evolving! Amazing! How completely unexpected. Alright. I didn't know that, Ferrom. That Jeremy Clarkson was fired for hitting one of the producers, so the other two guys shortly after quit. And they're making another Top Gear type of show just not on BBC. I had no idea that that had happened. But that sounds marvelous. Alright, we're just going to try to die against Gary because the credits take so long. So long. So long. Do. Alright, let's hit it with Cut. Our weakest move. Marvelous. Oh wait, we have Earthquake. Hit it with Earthquake. Genius. Wow. That was pathetic damage. Do. Was my mic in sync there, by the way? I suppose it doesn't really matter because I'll be getting the mic boom soon and completely changing my mic setup again after tomorrow's stream, so don't even have to like cars to like it. Oh, I know, I've seen some Top Gear, just not very much. It was good though, what I saw. What I saw of Top Gear was pretty good. Come on. The new Metal Gear Solid is really fun, you just don't like how they force you to beat the game once on normal before playing on hard? Oh yeah, that's not a great design decision, I don't think. Speaking of that, I've actually got a couple of things up on my whiteboard about the game I'm working on. And let me read. Basically, the way I'm designing my game, the difficulty will be largely optional. You know, the main quest, the main storyline will be mildly difficult, but I want it to be a game where almost everyone can pick up the game, from a novice gamer to a hardcore speedrunner, could pick up the game and get through it without getting stuck all the time. You know, that's something that irritates me about Pokemon. At least in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I got stuck a few times. Not from challenge, but from just not knowing what to do. But also, you can get stuck in various games if you just can't beat the boss. You just get stuck. Sorry, you can't continue from this point in the game. So I wanted to be largely optional, the difficulty, you know, optional extra challenges and things like that. Whoops, we need to check the Pokédex. Yeah, so, but making the game just normal difficulty, and, you know, most people make it through, and then having a higher difficulty that you can only play once you finish normal? Ugh. You really hate the AI on normal? They're so dumb and blind, yeah. Alright, next we're evolving Voltorb into Electrode. Alright. Oops, box is full. Do we have Electrode in here? Is it Bomb? Yeah, there you go. Alright, let's just withdraw Bomb. And deposit Sebastian. Thank you. Alright, let's do it. Oh dear. Totally not tired. So not tired. Alright, I need to look up Voltorb to see when it evolves. Google, are you doing something? There you go. Voltorb evolves into Electrode at level 30. Okay. Level 30 isn't too bad. Level 30 bad. It ain't too bad. Think you're going to head to sleep. You're really tired. You didn't follow your schedule and stayed up later than you should have yesterday? No problem, Fairarm. Thanks for hanging out. And sleep well, my lad. Sleep well, me good sir. Enjoy tomorrow. Or, I suppose, today, just later. I think. Oh no, it must be 10-ish for you, no, maybe? Or 11? I don't know. You also hate something story-related, but no spoilerinos? Thanks, Evo. See you later, Fairarm. Alright, hit it with a thunder. Nope, don't hit it with thunder, apparently. Alright, Devlin. Hit it with... thunder! There you go. Oh dear. Oh dear. Pardon my yawn. Alright, slow bro. Let's see what you've got. Hit it with thunder. Alright, now Jinx. Jinx will go down, no problem. You know what, I need to speak a little bit more quietly. Because I am running me throat ragged. Running it ragged, I say. Alright, another one down. Alright, who do we have? Lapras. Can we crit it with a thunder, or will we just miss entirely? Well, we hit. Don't think one thunder kills it, so we better crit. Damn it. It's pretty close, though. Pretty close. Has Lapras missed Blizzard at all, ever? In any of the times we've battled it, has it missed a single time? Raggedy Throat? Yes, Mr. Ebo. Yes, I have hay fever at the moment. So my throat gets run a bit ragged if I speak a lot for hours on end, which is what I do when I live stream, isn't it? Alright. Bomb learns self-destruct. Marvellous. Just marvellous. Just marvellous. Just bloody marvellous. Alright. Skip through. Thank you. Alright. Totally not tired. That's some classy commentary right there. What I meant to say was, hit it with Earthquake. Carmella understood anyway, as is evident by the fact that, that she used Earthquake. Alright, hit it with a Flamethrower. Thank you. Alright, who's next? Hitmonlee. Hit it with another Flamethrower. Doo-doo-doo. Alright. What do we have next? Another Onyx? Marvellous. Alright. Earthquake attack! Alright. I believe the last one is a Machamp. Come on, Carmella, you can do it! Hit it with your Flamethrower attack! Seems like everything you fight dies in one hit? Well, just as you say that. Carmella is level 77 though, so... you know, to a degree it's to be expected. You know what I just saw? You know, playing Pokemon, streaming Pokemon, there's plenty of time to use your other hand for something else, if you know what I mean. But what I do mean is that, you know, I can quickly search up what level a Pokemon evolves, or I can, you know, check Twitter or whatever, that kind of thing, if anything of interest has come up as I play the game. I just checked Pokemon Red Blue directory on Twitch, and somebody is doing a 150 Pokemon co-op glitchless speedrun. And I can't watch them at the moment, obviously. And I totally don't recommend that any of you leave my stream to go and watch that, even though it sounds marvelous. But I'm just following him now, him or her or them, whatever it is, because that sounds pretty excellent. 150 Pokemon co-op glitchless speedrun, so they're catching everything but Mew. So that sounds pretty awesome. Definitely don't go and watch that at the moment, because you're watching me, and you should totally never leave my stream ever for anything. But yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Something I'd like to watch at some point. Yes, skip through. Haunter, no problem. Alright, hit it with Earthquake. Ba-da-da-do-do. Kill all these ghosts in one hit. Alright. Never leave ever, exactly. You guys need to leave my stream page open at all times, even when I'm not streaming. Even when I'm hosting someone that you don't want to watch, still leave my stream open. Definitely. Well, you get like 3 other computers in your house to get the stream up on those too. No. Don't be silly. Don't be so silly. Alright, hit it with an Earthquake. Another one down. Who's next? Lance? Lance is coming up. Yes, come on. Skip through. Bomb levels up again. Well, level 30, isn't it? The Voltorb evolves into Electrode. Voltorb. Electrode. Your watch looks really big on you today. Maybe your wrist is just small today. Maybe that's the case. Who knows? Maybe your wrist shrank in the dryer. Alright, we're all good to go. Hey, Def Jam. Why does Earthquake work on a ghost? Because this is Pokemon Red, the first Pokemon game, and they didn't really think things like that through. Oh dear. Yeah, ground just has normal damage versus ghosts, but Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar, they're all ghost poison, so super effective against poison. You're extremely skinny, Ebo? Oh, well. Well, I hope you don't get blown away in the wind there, Ebo. But welcome, Def Jam with an M. How are you doing? And what have you been up to lately? And also, welcome back to the past. Apparently you were born in the year 9315. 6'1", 140. See, I don't know pounds. So let me just convert that. Pounds. Whoops, while I switch to this. Pounds, kg. Alright, let's hit it with self-destruct. No, we'll try Sonic Boom. And Hyper Beam will wreck us. So 145 pounds is 65 kilos. Wow. 65 kilos at 6'1". You're only a little bit taller than me, and you're not quite as heavy, I'll say that much. Not going to tell people how much I weigh, partly because I don't actually know how much I weigh. I don't weigh myself. But, I'm not super fat or anything. But you're definitely lighter than I am. Good gravy. Good gravy, Ebo. Good gravy. Hit it with Suicide Attack! Exactly. Use your kamikaze move. Come on, Voltorb. You can beat him. Kill yourself. Wait a second. I didn't mean that. Hit it with Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom. You can't gain weight, eating doesn't work. I know how that is, Ebo. You know, there are a lot of people who think somebody's body is entirely dependent on what they feed it and what they do with it. That's like what my dad thinks. He says it's simple math. You know, you've got to work off as much as you're putting in. If you eat more food than you work out, then you're just gonna get fat. And if you don't eat as much food as the amount of exercise you do, then you're just gonna get really skinny. And that's true for some people, but a lot of people, I think, and I think this based on myself as well in a positive way. A lot of people's bodies are very dependent on the genetics. Specifically for me, I do no lifting, no bodybuilding or any of that kind of thing. I do some cardio exercise. Froggy and I go on bike rides and walk around places. But even then, I wasn't doing that for a very long time. But I've always kept a reasonable physique. I'm not particularly fit as far as cardio goes. But as far as muscle goes, like, I have pretty muscular legs. And I have visible biceps, like reasonably large visible biceps. And I do nothing. I do no lifting at all. I don't even eat meat, so I don't eat a lot of protein. Although plants have protein in them. So it's purely genetics that have given me muscles. When friends of mine who have gone to the gym for years and do at least some weightlifting and things have absolutely no muscle tone whatsoever. And then some people like you, Ebo, and like Opnauticus, and a friend of mine in real life, can eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, and never gain any weight at all. Do no exercise and eat fatty foods all the time and not gain any weight. And then there are people who can, well, either not eat much or have a compulsion to eat and become very fat. Not just because of that. Obviously, you know, a lot of people who are fat can prevent it, and it is their own fault a lot of the time. But a lot of people, I think, also are just genetically inclined towards being fat. You know? And there's not much a lot of people can do about it. Like, they would have to starve themselves to become as skinny as a person who has a highly accelerated metabolism. So, you know. I don't know. I think there are a lot more genetics involved than people think. I don't know. It's nice to think that you have total control over your own body, and that, you know, if you want, you could be Arnold Schwarzenegger, and if you don't take care of yourself, you could be Boogie. But I think in the end, at least people's genetics tend them towards different physiques. You know, like, I probably could get really fat if I ate huge amounts of food, but it would take effort for me to become really fat. I would have to really stuff myself, whereas other people can eat fairly normal diets and just be fat. And other people can eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and be really, really skinny. So, you know, I think there's a lot more to it than just what goes in must be worked out. When you're on vacation, you ate pizza and buffalo wings and burgers and subs and all these fatty foods that didn't work out all week, only gained 3 pounds. Lost all of it after a day of basketball. Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. Alright, hit it with a flamethrower. Yeah, my diet has been up and down for years. Like, for a while there, when I first finished high school, I was just eating pies every day, meat pies every day. Like, for breakfast, meat pie. Sometimes I'd make it into a sandwich. Lunch, meat pie sandwich. Dinner, mashed potato. And I didn't gain very much weight. I still stayed, you know, maybe I gained like 10 kgs and then just stayed there instead. But other people eating that diet, and chips in between all those meals, other people eating that diet would probably get really, really fat. And I know this because I had a friend who ate a very similar diet and got really fat. So yeah, I think it's very, like, your genetics basically give you, I think, or for most people's cases anyway, they give you sort of a point that you will trend towards regardless of your weight, regardless of your diet and exercise. And if you exercise and don't eat very much and you only eat healthy foods, then of course you can go down below that. And if you don't exercise at all, and if you eat a lot of fatty foods, then you'll go above that. And if you work out, then you'll become more muscular than that, and if you don't, then you'll become, you know, more flimsy than that. But I think a lot of people trend towards a sort of genetic, I don't know, point You know. I don't know the science behind that, but it seems pretty true in my experience. I mean, if you had to choose between being this skinny or being fat, you'd choose skinny every time, but you just want to hit 160 pounds because you're considered underweight. You know what, I'm like a little bit chubby. I'm a bit chubby, I guess. And I have a friend who's very, very skinny, and he's done all he can to try to gain weight. He's eaten tons and tons of food in a day, and he's like worked out to try to gain muscle mass, things like that. And he just barely changes at all. He got stronger when he was lifting and working out, but he didn't visibly gain much muscle mass at all. And he's eaten tons of foods and just can't gain any weight. I would just love to be a bit chubby like you. And he didn't mean that as an insult. He's like, I would just love to be like you. Just a bit chubby, still reasonably strong. That's what I want to be. But I can't, because I'm too damn skinny all the time. So, yeah, different people. Different people have different struggles with their bodies, struggle against their own genetics. I don't know, I guess I'm quite lucky to have genetic tendencies that I'm pretty happy with, although, you know, some of my genetics suck, like I have bad eyes, bad ears, a bad nose, bad teeth, bad knees, various other things. But at least in this one way, you know, physique-wise, genetics have done me a favor. Alright, hit it with an earthquake. Excellent. Excellent. What level is Voltorb anyway? Is it leveled up? I know it was going to level up again. It's been a little while, hasn't it? Nope. Damn. You got noticeably stronger when you started working out, and since you're skinny, your abs are pretty... Oh, good. Jolly good. Alright, alright. Let's save the game, because guys, it's been another hour. It's actually just been over another hour. Which means it's time for the final break of the stream. So thank you all so much for hanging out until now. I'll be back in a few short minutes. In the meantime... Whoops, hey. Why did my PC make noise? Anyway, in the meantime, please enjoy some YouTube videos from yours truly. Whoops. Okay, there we go. I'll be back very shortly. So I will see you in a moment. I'll start you off with my Hitman Absolution video. How about that? Be right back. Hitman is the story of Victoria, who's caught in the middle of her parents' rocky divorce. After her father murders her mother, he kidnaps her. And throughout the game, Child Protective Services are trying to save her. Child Protective Services also call in a band of mercenaries consisting of Billy the Kid, Wreck-It Ralph, Weak-Willed Willie, Aquaman, and Ed Neddy. Together, they are initially successful at rescuing Victoria, but Hitman is persistent, and soon the group begins to fall apart.
I got wood, man. Why do I have wood?
Hitman continues his ruthless pursuit of his daughter, killing cops and other innocents. Soon he begins to take pleasure in the kills, even dressing up as his victims, and he changes from a worried father to a heartless killer. CPS managed to temporarily recover Victoria, but she has been tragically wounded by Hitman. Hitman continues his descent into madness, even going so far as killing innocent nuns. With Hitman's murder of Weak-Willed Willie, the group is stretched to its limits.
Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it!
In the nick of time, Sicko Rico steps in and captures Hitman, but he soon escapes and continues pursuing Victoria with renewed fervor. Hitman is now even more ruthless than ever, even burning down a church. Hitman decides it's time to employ some help of his own, but Victoria learns to fight back and escapes from Hitman's clutches. Hitman, however, doesn't give up, and in the end he's able to finish off CPS, and Victoria is stuck as his hostage. Well, until the next game anyway. Oh boy, I can't wait to play Hitman 2. Well, this game was fun. On to the next one. In the last episode, Ash defeated the first gym leader, Brock of Pewter City. Since then, he traveled through the dangerous Mount Moon. He was attacked on all sides by Zubats, and had his first encounter with Team Rocket. Ash was making great progress, until he got stopped in his tracks by his rival, Gary. It was a battle of epic proportions, with Gary pulling out powerful moves like Quick Attack and Teleport. But in the end, Ash defeated him and moved on towards Misty, the gym leader of Cerulean City. Huh, water-type Pokemon, this badge'll be a cinch. Go, Tommy! Show this Staryu who's boss with a Hyper Fang! Great work, we got it in one hit! Alright, it's a Starmie. You can do it, Tommy. Hit it with a Hyper Fang! Nice work! A couple more of those and we'll win! Another Hyper Fang! Alright, quick attack to finish it off! Yeah, we did it, Tommy! Great work! We got the second badge! Sneak. Didn't work. I thought for sure it would work that time. I don't know how to do this then. What the hell? Do I need more bullets? Do I need a stealth kill?
Let's get up on top of here so we can see the, Look at this game. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Let's put that away for a second. Isn't this the most beautiful scene from a game you've ever seen? That's quite amazing. Thanks to the moral and graphics and sound overall. And we can look at it like this. Over here. Like that, so we even get the bit of the city in there. This is quite an amazing shot. I can just sit here for an hour or two.
I'm sitting at this table called love, staring down at the irony of life. How come we've reached this fork in the road, and yet it cuts like a knife? I'm not crying.
Haha! I'm still not crying, but I am back to the stream, and welcome back everybody after the break. Let's go like this, and like this. Oh yeah, smooth transitions, kind of. Welcome back everybody to the stream. Hope you all enjoyed the videos during the break. I am back and it's time to continue playing Pokemon Red as part of Pokémarathon Classic, where we're catching all 251 Pokemon in Pokemon Red, Blue, Gold, and Silver. We are at something like 115 right now, maybe? I don't know. Well, yeah, 115. Oops, I didn't mean to press save. And we are currently evolving Voltorb into Electrode, which happens at level 30. So let's do it then. Let's stop with the preamble and let's just get right to it. There are 47 minutes left in the stream, just so everyone's aware. After the stream, I may host someone. I don't raid. I'll explain my thoughts on raids at some point, some other time, or maybe soon. Who knows? But I don't raid, but I do host. And or I might just find a stream on YouTube Gaming or something if none of my friends are on Twitch. Who knows? Or I might find nothing. There mightn't be anything, in which case you all should obviously watch my YouTube channel instead. But for now, we're playing Pokemon, and we're getting wrecked by Gyarados, probably. In just a moment, unless we crit this and get a high roll on the damage. Well, we crit half of that, and then he hit with the Hydro Pump, so we're dead. Alright. Don't worry about it, let's just switch to Bomb. Now, Bomb, you can do it! He totally can't. Hit it with Sonic Boom! You've got this one in the bag, Bomb! You've got this one in the bag. Doesn't Dragon Rage do exactly 40 damage, so we should survive that, yeah. Well, who knows, Sonic Boom might crit. Hey, hey! Didn't crit, but it did kill. There you bloody go. There you bloody go. Alright, Dragonair is going to wreck us now, unless it spams agility over and over. Hey, who knows? Well, there's one. Will we see 60 agilities like last time? Nope. Oh, well, it missed, though. We can do it. Come on, Voltorb. Come on, Voltorb, with the power of friendship and teamwork. Nope, never mind. The powers of friendship and teamwork weren't strong enough. Oh well. I just saw a tweet from GOG saying, fresh title, Renowned Explorers from Abbey Games NL, I guess NL is Netherlands, released and went DRM free today, so that sounds interesting. It's $20, 10% off, so $18, a bit expensive for me right now. But, looks, let me see. Looks like, I don't know, start adventure, looks kind of roguelike-y. Looks almost, well, I don't know what it looks like. It's like a 3D, it's 3D, it's 2D, I don't know what it is. It's like a 2D map look view thingy. Dialogues with creatures. But then 3D, it looks like he's walking around the world with cool reflection effects and things. Water distortion going on. Equipping your character with lots of items. I don't know what's going on. Tactical combat? I don't even know. Anyway, sounds kind of interesting. Might check it out after the stream. I don't know. I don't know what to think of that, to be perfectly honest with you. Don't know how it'll be. Well, you can't until you really see it in depth, can you? Don't crit me with the Aurora Beam. I think a crit Aurora Beam would almost kill us. Yeah. It would do 220 damage. And leave us with 3 health, unless you got a high roll on the damage. I don't know, it might do more. Don't kill us with this Aurora Beam either. Okay, low roll on the damage that time, wasn't it? Yeah, only did 88 damage instead of the 110 of the previous, so I guess the first hit was a high roll. Alright, alright. Slow bro, you've got nothing. You've got nothing to show for it. Hit it with thunder. Devlin has leveled up a little bit since last time he hit the Lapras with thunder, and last time he hit the Lapras with thunder it did get close to killing. So who knows, if we manage to actually hit with thunder, we might kill with thunder. I don't know. I just don't know. I suppose we'll find out, won't we? Alright, alright, come on, click through, click through. There we go, Lapras. Let's see how they fare. Thunder. Okay, we hit. We hit with the thunder. Damn it. A few more levels yet. A few more levels yet. Before Devlin manages to one-shot that Lapras. Alright, Carmella. Hit it with an Earthquake. Alright. Excellent. We can get all the way up to Lance with just Carmella after those first few Pokemon are taken care of. Those first few of Lorelei's Pokemon. Alright, excuse me, Lorelei. Quiet, please. You know a key difference between Pokemon and Metabots? So I've been playing Metabots, Rocket Shore version, on the GBA lately. A key difference I've found is that the battles in Pokemon are a lot less boring than in Metabots. The thing about Metabots is the battles are a lot more complicated. Because, okay, in Pokemon you have one Pokemon out with 4 attacks, right? In Metabots, you have 3 Metabots out, each. And each of those Metabots has 3 different attacks based on their head and 2 arms. Then, they can also... their legs determine, like, how fast they move and that kind of thing. And they can also use Meta Force, which are 3 different attacks that they have. You just have so many options that it just gets overcomplicated. And once you come up with a good Metabot team, you can usually just set them to auto. You set like a set of commands that they repeat over and over and over, and you just set all 3 of your Metabots to auto, and you can win most of the battles. So it's like, it's more complicated, and yet it's more boring. And you can just let the battles autoplay. I think that's an important difference between Metabots and Pokemon, and probably one reason why Metabots wasn't nearly as successful as Pokemon. Another reason being that Pokemon already existed and Metabots is a game in a very similar genre. Perhaps the same genre, I don't know what you would call it. Turn-based, tactical, RPG, I don't know. It's not really that tactical, is it? It can be tactical, but turn-based RPG, I guess you would just call it. I don't know. But yeah, Metabots is a great game, don't get me wrong, but that is a key difference. That the battles are so boring, and they take so long in Metabots. Takes so long, because it pauses every time somebody does something. Ugh. So I'm learning a great deal about the differences between the games as I play through Metabots. Alright. Whoops. Alright. Alright, what are we up to? Gengar first, I do believe. Go, Carmella. Hit it with your earthquake attack. Great job, Carmella. That's a one hit, a one-shot kill. Alright, we leveled up. Good work. Whoa, a Golbat! We can do it, Carmella! Hit it with your flamethrower! Oh, Golbat went down in one hit! Don't worry, I'm just practicing for the YouTube videos. Imitating the anime. I'm sure people will catch on if they watch the YouTube videos how intentionally lame they are. Alright. Haunter down. Arbok next, I do believe. It's level 29. One more level and Voltorb will be evolving. Trying to learn Light Screen. We don't care about Light Screen. We don't care about that. Whoops. I hate that it's B and then A. There you go. Abandon learning Light Screen? Yes. Yes, indeed. Alright. Hit him with an Earthquake. Excellent. Who's next? A Gengar to finish it off, I do believe. I do believe. Alright. Hit it with an Earthquake. You know what? When I finish streaming, I might see if those two people are still on, because I haven't watched them yet, but I just thought that looked interesting. How they're streaming a Pokemon 150 Pokemon speedrun. Like, they're catching all the first 150 Pokemon in Pokemon Red and Blue without glitches, which means they're not getting Mew. That's why it's 150 and not 151. But there you go. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll host them, because I want to go and watch them myself. Alright, we've just got Carmella in the front, of course. So we're ready to go. We're ready to take them on. Yep, click, yep, okay. Up. Let's lose to Lance, because we don't have a strong Pokemon to take on his dragons like Devlin, or rather we would need Nitroman on our team. Well, we can beat most of his Pokemon with Carmella if we get lucky, actually. As it turns out. But it doesn't look like we're getting lucky this time. We might survive the second Hydro Pump though, surprisingly. We've got that much special and that much HP, yes we did. Now hit the Mega Punch and we should finish it off. Great work, Carmella. Alright. Next up is a Dragonair. We don't have any ice moves, so we're pretty screwed. But might as well hit it with... Is it immune to Earthquake? I don't think so. Hit it with Earthquake. Well, that's a Dragonair down. 2 crits in a row, though the first one didn't matter much against the Gyarados. Another Dragonair. Hit it with Earthquake. Alright. Who's next? An Aerodactyl, perhaps? Yes, indeed. You know what I notice in this game? Even up to the very last... Well, the only... Okay. the only challenging fight in the entire game that actually has 6 Pokemon is Gary. They slowly ramp it up, like the first gym leader, Brock, has 2 Pokemon. You get all the way to Lance and he still only has 5 Pokemon out of 6. And then Gary, the final challenge in the entire game, well, the final challenging trainer to fight in the entire game, finally has 6 Pokemon. He's supposed to be a big challenge to beat. Alright, Dragonite's wrecking us. No problem, hit it with self-destruct. You can do it, Bomb. Alright. Yeah, self-destruct attack. You really got it. Okay. Bomb is very, very close to leveling up. I think we should check his XP. What? I didn't. I clicked through it on accident. Looked like 3,000 something though. Nope, 378. So we're just going to take him down to Victory Road and level him up a little bit, rather than going all the way through the Pokemon League again, the Elite Four, just to level him up once. He'd level up on like the first kill, and then we'd have to fight through Lorelei, and then we'd have to play out the rest of the league, the Elite Four, for no good reason, no reward. Alright, hit it with a Surf. Excellent. Alright, is this? No, it's not enough. It's 1/3 of what we need. Bomb. So a few more of those and we'll be on our way. We'll be on our way to the next Pokemon. This is going to give us nothing. Practically no XP. Alright, well, we'll kill it with a Surf anyway. Well, we might as well take it out with a Surf anyway. Alright. Easy poisy. Thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Click through. Well, that was 52 XP for Bomb, actually. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, Venomoth. Let's see what you've got. Hit it with Fire Blast. And damn it. That shouldn't do too much damage. Nope. Critical hit only did 21 damage, and we missed with Fire Blast again. It's making up for all the Fire Blasts we've managed to use in the Elite Four without missing. There you go, in a row. Alright, against Jinx, that is. Okay, that's a good amount of XP. Club Nintendo is shutting down, in case people didn't know. Yeah, I think it is pretty much shut down. They're just sort of clearing stock and giving people time to not miss out. And then they're shutting Club Nintendo down. Club Nintendo was sort of a rewards program for people who bought Nintendo things. You get points whenever you buy a game, and then those points can be spent on merchandise from Nintendo. It looks like they just put up the final thing. Alright, Bomb is leveled up. They just put up the final reward or item to buy in Club Nintendo. Alright. Electrode get. Okay. Let's get out of here and back to the Indigo Plateau. We'll heal up and then we'll switch out Electrode for the next Pokemon, which I don't know what it'll be. But we're getting very close now. Very close to just going and catching Mewtwo. Well, I won't catch Mewtwo until we've got all the other Pokemon, but... So starting a playthrough of Pokemon Blue, catching all the Pokemon that we need, trading them over, and all that good stuff. All of that good stuff. Okay. What do we have? What do we have? There's Voltorb and Electrode, there are. So Cubone needs to evolve to Marowak. Then we need to evolve Rhyhorn to Rhydon. Those are 2. Horsey to Seadra, 3. Goldeen to Seeking, 4. Staryu to Sami, 5. Magikarp to Gyarados, 6. Omanyte to Omastar, 7. And then just all the ones we need to trade over, and Mewtwo and Mew. So 7 Pokemon left. to actually evolve. Alright, so what are we doing right now? Cubone to Marowak? Yes. Alright. Can we fit any more Pokemon in here? No. So let's see if Cubone is in here. Boringon, Silracket, Jellyblob, Neil, Nerd, Growlithe. Yeah, Bender. Why do we have a Growlithe named Growlithe in here? Why do we have that? I don't even know. Maybe we were going to trade it or something, I don't know. Airbender, Oatmeal. Might be Oatmeal. Don't think so though. Nope. Jelly, Oxide Girl, Grim. It might be Grim. Nope, that's Scyther, right? Forgot about that. Billy, Numemon, Sheldon, Sleepy, Sebastian. Nope. Okay, so he's in a different box. Let's try box 4. See if we can deposit Bomb now. There we go. Alright, Compass, Slippery, Frank. Could it be Frank? No, that's Pharaoh, yeah. Gosh, all these nicknames are terrible. Make it very hard to remember. Biggie, Marcel, Mark, Pycelle, Narwhal, Bomb. Okay, not in there. Maybe in box 2. Big G? It might be Big G. Yeah, there you go. Big G. Let's get him out of here. And let's see, I don't know if you evolve into Marowak by leveling. I think you do. I think you just level up Cubone. Might evolve by some other method. Level 28, okay. So that's no problem. Cubone's already level 24, so only 4 levels and it'll evolve into Marowak. Big G will become actual Big G. I'm definitely not yawning. Totally not ridiculously tired. Well, not ridiculously, but quite tired. Definitely not quite tired. This is the point I'm making. I'm not quite tired. I'm not even tired at all. Alright. Skip through all that. Skip through all that. Alright. Dugong. Let's hit it with a Thunder. Thank you. We're actually hitting most of our Thunders lately. I really would rather have Thunderbolt, though, and Flamethrower instead of Fire Blast, but oh well, we have what we have. We work with what we've got. Alright, Cloyster. Cloyster will go out in the same manner. Hit it with Thunder. Alright. Okay. Yes, skip through, Slowbro. Hit it with Thunder. We're really mixing it up. Oh, for goodness sake, we are mixing it up by missing that attack. Just hit it with your damn Thunder. There we go. I think Blizzard will still kill us, regardless of how much HP we have, so it doesn't matter that we took a little bit of damage there. Because we die anyway, with the 4 times damage of being Flying and Dragon, Blizzard would absolutely destroy us regardless. Alright, Jinx. Jinx cannot withstand us. Not when we have Fire Blast. Alright. Another one down. Oh, so not tired at all. Oh. Definitely not. Certainly not. Alright, Lapras. Let's see what you're made of. Hit it with a Thunder. Nope. And we did. Lapras might actually kill Charizard too, because, you know, we didn't manage to weaken Lapras before Charizard came out. Whoa! We survived! And hit it with Thunder! Good! Thank goodness, we can actually survive one Blizzard now. This just in. Of course it hits us with the second one anyway. But we did survive one, so that's good. Alright. Go Carmella! Hit it with Earthquake. Total Biscuit just tweeted out something I'll surely be interested in called How Not to Do a Stream Layout, courtesy of the Chive. Oh dear. I'm just going to take a closer look at this before I share it. Good gravy. I'm going to link this in the chat. Not that I like to rag on other people's streams too much. I do like to point out what I like and what I don't. But I'm just going to post that there. And then I'm going to read through it a little bit. They have a giant panel that says, click that button with a big follow thing. Follow the channel. The webcam, or the camera, I don't know if it's webcam or just a regular good old camera. It's bigger than the actual game. They have, the game is really squished down. It's like a quarter of the screen. And they have why subscribe? Well, it helps support the show for one thing, but if that does nothing for you, you can also get our subscriber badge and emotes, access to the post-show chat with Rachel, and subscribers can also come and be guests on the show, schedules permitting. And then this week, Jeff, John, Rachel, and Carmen play Metal Gear Solid 5. Good gravy. Hey, Just Zone, welcome. How are you doing, me good sir? How are you doing? And what have you been up to lately? Alright, Big G leveled up. Only 3 more levels. Only 3 more levels. Yes, we've actually already defeated the Pokemon League Just Zone, but we're grinding through it many times to get XP for our Pokemon to evolve. We only have, I think, 7 Pokemon left, including the current one, to evolve. And then we'll be done with all of the evolving. Then all we'll need to do is play through Pokemon Blue, trade over some exclusives, catch Mewtwo and Mew, and we'll be done. Done with Pokemon Red and Blue. All of those sentences ended with ooh. Then we'll be on to Gold and Silver. Gold and Silver. Doing well, how am I? I am pretty good. Pretty good. I'm anxious and excited. Well, not anxious. Anxious is just the wrong word. I'm excited to get my microphone boom on Friday. I only stream Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, so on Friday I'll get me mic boom and set it up before the Sunday stream, and then we'll have even better microphone quality, and perhaps the microphone won't cut out now and then because of the software I'm using to make it sound good, because it sounds not so great when I'm using it without any extra software or hardware to make it sound good, you know, picks up the background noise and all that, not too close to my mouth. You know. Burp. Alright. Click through to the combat, please. Alright, hit it with Earthquake. Ba-ba. Thank you. Alright, level 80 now, goodness gracious. Level 80 on Carmella. When we trade, we're going to trade Carmella forward to Gold and Silver. It is going to take forever before we can actually use her. Because she'll be way too high level to keep under control. Much too high in the levels. Much too high. Alright, level 26. Almost. Alright, hit it with Earthquake. A lot of people are commenting on that image that Total Biscuit tweeted of the Metal Gear Solid 5 stream from that terrible stream. Their horrible layout. And they're just like, oh god, why? Why did they even put the game on there? Why did they even bother? It's squished down so much. What's a game though? Who even watches those? Yeah, I come to the streams just to look at all the information about what subscribing does and that giant thing that asks me to follow them. That's what I do. Just show ads all the time. Why even show the stream? Somebody said, dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. I'm actually going to look in the Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain streams, and see how high up they are. Alright. Who's next? Who's next? Oh, no one. Well, I'm scrolling down and I'm not seeing them yet. Maybe they're not online right now. Blah, blah, blah. Not seeing them. Scrolling, scrolling. They must be offline right now because they are partnered. So they would have some viewers, you know. I'm down to 15 viewers looking for them. Nope. Can't find them. Can't find them. The Chive. Guess that's what they're called, the Chive. Alright. Alright, Lance. Let's see what you're made of. Excuse me, coming through, coming through. Just want to get to Gary. Actually, I just want some XP. Just want some XP for my Cubone. Let's hit it with a Mega Punch. Now, miss your Hydro Pump, or let me crit my Mega Punch. Either way. Okay, no crit there. Hit the Hydro Pump, that's unfortunate. As long as I hit this Mega Punch, I'll still be alright. Okay, intensely slamming that button. Alright. Excellent. Thank you, thank you. Good XP for Big G. Good amount of XP for Big G. Hit it with Earthquake. Oh dear, totally not yawning right now. Totally not tired. Totally not. Actually, I definitely am. Tired, that is. Hit it with another Earthquake. I think we're one-shotting these guys with Earthquake without even critting. Well, that's what level 80 does to a level 56, I suppose. Alright, another one down. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Alright, Aerodactyl. Let's see what you can do. Hit it with a flamethrower. Probably take 2 flamethrowers to beat it. I don't quite know. Yeah, looks like 2. Oh dear. Oh dear. Just hit through the confusion. Okay, I didn't mean to hit through to yourself. Hyper Beam missed at least. Please hit through the confusion. Okay, there you go. Finished off another one. Alright. Thank you, thank you. Level 27 for Big G. Alright, Dragonite. Dragonite will wreck us. We already know that much. Let's see how much damage a Mega Punch does. Okay, I forgot about the confusion already. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I think more than Flamethrower. Oh, great. Okay, well, it used Agility again at least. Barrier, that's going to reduce our Mega Punch damage. Damn it. Probably won't kill. Nope. Alright, Flamethrower. With Barrier, I'm pretty sure special attacks will do more than normal attacks, physical attacks. Alright. Good, good, good. Okay. Well, we defeated Lance. There you go. There you go. Now we're going to get totally wrecked by Gary. Totally wrecked. Yes, yes, skip through the dialogue. We've read it 100 times, Lance. Just damn you. Alright. Time to get wrecked by Gary. Come on, come on. Bit more, bit more. Alright. Let's do it. Go, Carmella! Hit it with your flamethrower attack! Alright, that almost defeated it in one shot. Finish it off with Cut. Yeah, good work, Carmella. Alright. Big G must be close to leveling up again. Alright, Alright, this looks good. Good, one shot. Okay, who's next? Ride on. Ride on. Ride till early morning sun. That's a song, right? Alright, that should kill it. Wow, nope. Okay, we should finish it off with the flamethrower then. Okay, good. Alright, good amount of XP again. Arcanine. Wish we had Earthquake for this, but Mega Punch will have to do the trick. Alright, a critical on that, that's good. That'll save us one hit. Hit it with another Mega Punch, finish it off. Alright. Okay, Big G's level 28. I really hope it was level 30. That Cubone evolves to Marowak, otherwise we just wasted a bit of time, but oh well. Hit it with a flamethrower. Damn it, it is level 28. So we want to beat this guy if we can. I don't think we have any... Well, we might have a revive. I'm not so sure. Not so sure. Alright. Big G levels up, or it gains XP rather. Let's not switch. We want to have a look if we have any revives. Nope. So, that's annoying. Mega Punch. Okay, well, as long as you don't hit us, just miss your Hydro Pumps if you use them. Oh no. Well, that's annoying. That is annoying. Alright. Big G, let's do it. Hit it with Bone Club. You can do it, Big G. Use your Leer attack. You know what, we're going to do 1 damage regardless. I shouldn't bother with Leer. Bone Club. Oh, we're dead. Was expected right from the beginning. Alright. We blacked out. We might as well go straight back into the league. You know what, we might as well, we'll pick up the other Pokemon. Let's have a look at what the next Pokemon is that we want to evolve. Oops, come on, come on. Keep going, keep going. Alright, this Marowak, so the next one would be Rhyhorn into Rhydon. I have a feeling that one will take quite a while. Rhyhorn. Let's have a look if Rhyhorn is in here. I have a feeling it isn't. The Thing. It might be the Thing. Yeah, there you go. Well, it's right there. And oh, whoops! I should have pressed withdraw on it. Rhyhorn evolves to Rhydon at level 42. Ouch. Level 42. Well, that's going to take us forever. That is going to take us for bloody ever. But yeah, what we're going to do is go in with both Rhyhorn and Cubone in our party, and then just suicide Cubone once it levels up, so that it can just evolve, and we can get, stop wasting XP on it. Oh well, a bit of a slip up there, accidentally leveling it up and then not beating the battle there, so it misses out on a bit of, well, it wastes a bit more of our time, doesn't it? But oh well. Oh well, whoever thought time was valuable? No one, right? Oh wait, everyone. Everyone did. Didn't they? Alright, hit it with a Thunder. Alright, we're getting near the end of the stream, by the way. 10 minutes left, so I want to mention some stuff just before the end of the stream. First of all, Opie Nerd. For anybody who doesn't know him, OpieNerd.tv will take you to his YouTube gaming live stream. Link that in the chat. Opie Nerd has been a friend of mine for a long time, and he's a brilliant streamer. He used to stream on Twitch. He was a Twitch partner but for various reasons he stopped streaming on Twitch. Now that YouTube Gaming has launched, he's live streaming on YouTube Gaming starting today. So if you guys are interested, go to his YouTube Gaming channel there and follow it. I believe he'll be starting at 6 PM Eastern today, but his normal start time, he'll be streaming twice today. A 6 PM Eastern stream specifically for me and Froggy. He's doing us a favor with that. And then his 10 PM Eastern start will be his normal time, and he'll be streaming his Crisis playthrough, and then moving on to some RPGs, you know, things like The Witcher and stuff like that, I guess. So if you guys are interested, OP Nerd is starting streaming today. So I would highly recommend. He's one of the best streamers that I've watched. He's been a friend of mine for a long time. Next of all, as always, check out my YouTube channel. I'm just making like some announcements near the end of the stream here, just before the end. Check out my YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the stream chat here. youtube.com/Ultima Nerd. At the moment I'm doing Pokemon videos, sort of as a companion to the Pokemon stream. The videos are quite short, so feel free, you've probably seen some in the breaks. But if you're interested, feel free to go to my YouTube channel and check out what I'm doing over there. Lastly, probably, after the stream ends, which will be in like 9 minutes now, I will be hosting someone. Either hosting someone or posting a link in the chat to a stream on YouTube Gaming or whatever. So if you like, I don't do raids, so I don't want you there going, Ultima Nerd sent me, it's an Ultima Nerd raid or anything like that. I don't like all that stuff. But I do try to shout somebody out at the end of my stream. So if you guys are interested, at the end of the stream in a few minutes, 8 or 9 minutes or so, then, you know, if you're looking for something else to watch, I'll see if there are any of my friends streaming or if there's a Pokemon stream on. And we'll see what we can find. We'll see what we can find. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Wonder what I'm going to eat. Already thinking about food now. I'm like, oh, the stream's almost over. What can I eat? Oh, I just felt it rumble. Heard it grumble. Hope you guys didn't. Hey, Devlin actually survived. I was trying to do the, you know, I was trying to shout out OP Nerd and my YouTube channel there, so I wasn't really paying attention to the Poke battle we were having. So I kind of did realize that Devlin defeated the Lapras there. Didn't even realise. Alright, another one down. What do we have now? What do we have now? Another Hitmonlee, I think. Well, the only Hitmonlee, not another. Not another at all. Why, it's the first one. Hit it with a surf. Alright. Alright. What do we have? What do we have? Another Onix? Perhaps? Get a second Onix? Alright, Big G is leveled up, thank goodness. Now, Pokemon can still evolve even if they're fainted, right? I'm pretty sure that's the case, but we're not going to bother fainting Big G. We'll just waste 2 Pokemon's XP on him. It's okay, it's alright. That's worth it, just so that we don't have to live him up to 30. Alright, alright. Click through, click through, click through, the thing gets some XP too. Machamp. This is the first time Devlin's taken on Machamp, isn't it? Use Surf. Maybe it's not. Mayhaps it's not. Alright. One more of those and he'll be down for the count. Excellent, a critical hit just to finish him off. An unnecessary critical hit overkill. Alright, alright. Thank you. Why? How could I lose? Here we go. I think this is Pokemon number 116. Or 17. I lose track at this point. I'm losing track. We've just got so many of them already. Add them to the collection, chuck them in a box, and never see them again. Alright. We're up to 117. So we'll put Big G in the front this time. Just so we can get rid of him, we can stop leeching XP. Damn, just got some chest pain. I've been having chest pain now and then. Now and then I've been having some chest pain. It's quite bloody annoying when it happens, actually. Alright, Big G. You can do it, Big G! Hit it with your bone club! It should be super effective, actually, if we do hit with it. Still don't think it'll do too terribly much damage. Especially if we miss. I think Nightshade does an exact amount of damage, so that might not kill. Yeah, I think it does exactly your level of damage, much like Seismic Toss. Okay, we're pretty dead at this point, unless he uses Dream Eater. Still probably kill ourselves instead. Nope, and we just miss instead. Good work, Big G! You really showed him one. You gave him the old 1-2. Dear oh dear. Alright, Carmella, you're up. Hit it with Earthquake Attack! Alright, alright. Who's up next? Who's up next? A Golbat. Let's bring in Devlin. Maybe Devlin can hit with Thunder. He's been going well so far in this Pokemon League run. Hit it with Thunder. Alright, one Thunder left for the Gyarados if we get to it. Which we will. And Devlin will make it. I just hope he hits his Thunder, otherwise he'll be pretty dead. Alright, alright. Level 27 for the Thing. The Thing, of course, being our Rhyhorn. Which we're evolving to Rhydon. I believe it needs to get to level 40 for that. Alright, hit it with Earthquake. Alright. One more, a Gengar remains. Or and an Arbok, actually. And an Arbok. Gengar and Arbok. Alright. Let's do it. Hit it with Earthquake. Go, use your Earthquake attack. Alright. Thank you, click through. Gengar, eh? Hit it with Earthquake! Alright. And down it goes. Click through, thank you. Yes. Oh, yeah, something special, child, or yeah, something special, child. As Agatha might speak because she's so old. That's how old women speak, right? I'm pretty sure that's the case. You're something, child. Here, eat these delicious sweets, then get in this boiling pot of water. Ha. Alright, we want to start out with Devlin. I believe we want Devlin in the front for this one. Alright, let's do it. I do believe this will be the last battle of the stream, and then we'll be, like I said, looking for a stream to host or to, well, if it's a YouTube gaming stream, just to link. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright. Lance, what have you got? Okay, hit it with Thunder. Alright, we actually managed to hit the Thunder and take it out. Now, I suppose... We'll switch into Carmella and we'll keep Devlin safe. Oh shit, I just pressed the wrong button. Well, guess we're trying it out on the Dragonair. I wanted to use Surf on Aerodactyl to smooth the path before us. Oh dear, that didn't do a lot of damage, did it? Oh dear. Okay, well, hit it with a Fire Blast, perhaps. Should do more damage. Okay. Burned it. That's good. That's nice. And that does only 40 damage, right? So we should be okay. Okay. Finish it off. Gosh, Dragon Rage is such a crappy move. They're like, oh, dragons, the mythical Pokemon type. They take so much to train and they're so strong. Dragon Rage, 40 damage. Oh boy. Twister, you know. Just crappy, crappy moves. Dragon Claw is good in the later games. Alright, hit it with Earthquake. I think this one-shots it. Oh, stunning work, Carmela. Stunning work. Alright, who's up next? Aerodactyl, let's bring back out Devlin. Alright, hit it with a surf attack. Or we could just die to the bite. Damn it. Damn it. Alright, Carmela. It's all up to you. Hit it with Flamethrower. 2 flamethrowers should do the trick, I do believe. I do believe. Okay. Finish it off with Flamethrower. There we are. There we are. Dragonite is the only one left. Ah, this will be a cinch. Easy peasy. Mega Punch. Alright. Come on, Carmela, another Mega Punch! Alright. It's used Barrier. We need to finish it off with Flamethrower. Hey, we actually managed to beat Lance. I thought we would lose again to the Dragonite. But there you bloody go. There you bloody go. Alright. That's it. I hate to admit it, but you are a Pokemon Master. And then blah blah blah, Gary actually came along first. Alright guys, it's time for the end of the stream, so thank you all so much for watching. If you'd like to stick around for a few moments, I'm going to host up a stream I saw earlier. It's very interesting. Okay. I'm going to host a stream. They call themselves Surreal Guy. They are streaming a 150 co-op glitchless speedrun is what they call it. And they are catching all 150 of the Pokemon in Red and Blue without any glitches, other than obviously Mew is not counting that, that's why 150 not 151. They're speedrunning, catching all of the Pokemon. So that sounds cool. I've never seen them before, I just saw them live while I was like, oh, that's cool, I guess I'll check that out. So if you guys are interested, there's the link, I will host them. Otherwise, check out my YouTube, check out OpenNerd.tv, because he's streaming again today. OpenNerd stream up on YouTube Gaming today, so I'll be in his stream today. Hopefully I'll see some of you there. Otherwise, I'll be back on tomorrow, 3 hours ago, tomorrow, playing more Pokemon. So I'll see you all another time.